Ace, welcome to my place.
Absolutely wonderful to have all of you back here watching the greatest show on YouTube. That's right. Welcome to Ace's Place 22, where I am Ace. This is my place, and this is the Ace in the Hole variety show. That's right, baby. You're looking at the world champion of YouTube. That's right, I'm the YouTube champion, Zack Ryder. You ain't got nothing on me, internet champion, you chump. But welcome, everybody, to another episode of the variety show here, your Friday night delight with me, your host, Ace. And we are going to be doing, I don't want to say a deep dive, because there's not going to be a deep dive, but we are going to be doing a bunch of conversations, and hopefully, majority of them are going to focus around professional wrestling. That's right, pro wrestling, from the likes of Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena. Who's the equivalent of that today? Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. I don't have a clue, but the conversations will be had. We'll talk about wrestling. I'm going to be talking about wrestling, whether anybody jumps in the panel or not. The link will be out there live for anybody that wants to partake. So for me, you can already see that I'm ready. You can already see that I got the championships lined up. You can't see that I got a TV behind me playing Northeast Wrestling. I can't remember the exact name of the show, but I was at that show sitting front row. Got to see the likes of Terry Funk, Jerry the King Lawler, Mick Foley, and Jim Cornette live front row. Awesome, awesome time. Maybe I'll grab the DVD case and we'll just talk about that. I've got a bin full of old school Jakks Pacific wrestling figures that I suplexed out of the closet, body slammed onto the floor, and when the dead body wasn't moving, I picked it up, fireman carry style, carried it up the stairs, and dropped it for the 1, 2, 3 right here in this squared circle. So I'm going to be opening up this tote, seeing what action figures lie beneath the lid, and we'll just kind of be showing them off and talking about all sorts of other things here, because this is the variety show where just a variety of things. I don't know. What do you people want from me? Like and subscribe right now. That being said, here we go with the glasses, putting them back on because I can't see without my other ones. So here we go. What's up, Hinderer? Jurassic Mario, hi, how are you? My phone is at 5%. I don't think we'll be in for a while. Wish I had my phone charger. Hey, man, that's all right. It's better you say you're here than to say you're not, right? This is awfully wiggly. I think we can look at that. But I hope everybody is doing fantastic out there. The light is in my eyes. I am blinded by the light. But that's all right. Now, we'll get into it at some point. But this leather vest is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's got some ridiculous pins in it. But on the back side, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what is that? We'll take a look at it. We'll hear this. Darth Vader somewhere out there in the universe put that force choke on me. Couldn't breathe for a second. So, we'll talk about this leather vest. We'll talk about the history of professional wrestling in my life and what I've contributed to it and what it has contributed to me and all of that stuff. But I guess, where do we want to begin? If you're thirsty, make sure you grab yourself a sparkling ice, caffeine if you're low on that energy, or just a regular one. Me, myself, I'm going to be low on energy, so I'm grabbing this right here, right now. That just splattered all over my face. That's what she said. Shout out Ryan Martinez. Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin, for many years you were talking about opening up a can of whoop ass and stomping a mud hole dry. But let me tell you, baby, if you would have opened up a can of sparkling ice blue raspberry, you might have still wanted to whoop some ass. Oh, hell yeah! That's the bottom line, because Ace Hole said so. It's a little flat. Hey, man, you have a great day too, Mario. Thank you. Thank you. This isn't going to do shit. This material for my glasses isn't going to do anything. But anyhoosins, hopefully everybody's having a great day out there. I am, for the remainder of this show, Big Papa Ace. If you know, you know. If you know who Big Papa whoever is, leave it in the comments. Big Papa blank. And yeah, it's just for fun. Leave it in the comments if you think you know the name of who is Big Papa blank blank blank. Let's have some fun with it. But other than that, before we get into the wrestling stuff, I want to do a couple of shout outs. Joe Prime 1986. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Joe Prime 1986. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. When he does that, he's going to do a face reveal, which, dun dun dun, a face reveal is kind of a big deal. And you know what? It transitions into professional wrestling quite well. Because in wrestling, there are luchadors. And if you don't know what a luchador is the back of my throat is about to itch. My Lord. Maybe I'm coming down with the swine flu because I'm a greedy little piggy. But what is up, Justin Booth, fellow Chad Hole? Thank you for popping in here, brother. But luchadors are a professional wrestler, a type of wrestler down in Mexico, and they wear masks. Like a Rey Mysterio. If you don't know who Rey Mysterio is, I don't know how to help you. There you go. They always wear masks, and when they take their mask off or get, demasked, it is a sign of you are a chump, you are a boob. But in the world of YouTube, when you say you're going to do a face reveal, this should be a big thing. 1,000 subscribers, and he's going to show his face, and there's no turning back. Me, I started off by not showing my face because I didn't want people to pick on me and be like, look at him, he's an idiot. And he sounds like one and he looks like one. But you know what? We bear it all, folks, like the bare-assed bear from the great outdoors. We show it all here. We show the face. Because if you're Ace and you got a place, you got to show your face so they know who runs the place. I know that sounded really bad. Really tacky. But Joe Prime 1986, he's going live tomorrow. Or no, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. for me. That's Eastern Standard Time, where it is the Joe Prime Sunday pickups, where if you picked up something new throughout the week, jump on over there to Joe Prime's, jump in the chat, tell them what you got, show off what you got, and then the conversations will happen. But also with Joe Prime and myself, every Thursday, well, hopefully, every Thursday we will be bringing to you Therapy Thursdays, no collections, just connections, where we talk about literally, I say everything, but we're trying to avoid somewhat of, showcasing our toys and talking about the toy collections and stuff like that. So it is going to be more of a real conversation of like, what the hell's going on with you in your life, and shit like that. So we did our first episode yesterday, did an hour long, a little over an hour 10 minutes maybe. And each one is going to be roughly about an hour. We're going to possibly have an open link, or maybe not an open link, but invited guests to come on and talk about what they've got going on in their life. All around, really awesome stuff. Also, who else is up for the shout-outs? Let's do Hinderer Collector 41. Hinderer Collector just did an unboxing earlier today from Rob, a friend of the channel. I'm sure he'll pop in here at some point. Sent him a care package. Really cool stuff. G.I. Joes and Hot Wheels. Get on over there. Check him out. Hinderer Collector 41. He was here earlier. He'll probably be here again in a little bit. He might be in the panel when I open it up. And then who else do we got? We'll do It's Chad because I saw him in Hinderer's chat yesterday or day before. It's Chad, always keeping it real. Awesome, awesome dude. I love the mandatory fun stuff. I'm learning a lot about things that I've never, specifically was interested in or was exposed to. Let's say it that way. So It's Chad, super rad dude. Hopefully going to have him here on the channel at some point talking about Metal Gear Solid. I have to do a little bit more preparing on my end. I am a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. But, as Justin Booth might know, if you go over and check out It's Chad's channel, he is a super massive Metal Gear Solid fan. And I want to be able to run, sprint with Chad with conversations and not just muddle through stuff. So, hopefully at some point he'll be able to come over here and chit chat with all of us and myself. So that'd be pretty fun. And then what do we do? 3 of them so far? Let's make it 5. Let's do 5. Let's do Casual Toy Collector, of course. Casual Toy Collector goes live tonight for the Casual Flex Friday, where again, if you got something new and you want to show it off, and you want to flex, and you want to be the big dog on campus, get over and check out Casual Toy Collector's channel. He said when he gets to 2,000 subscribers, he's going to lick a dirty diaper. Factual, actual, my brothers. And then the fifth one is going to be... I don't know. Let's sit and think about it for a minute, shall we? I don't know. I can't think of anybody that I want to do a shout out to. Papa Meat. He's a huge YouTuber. He's got like 3 million subscribers. You don't really need to go support him. But Papa Meat, my favorite YouTuber. There you go. But shout outs to my friends. TKD Bar. My friend at work. Caitlin, you know why, Caitlin, shout out to you. Rob, Justin Booth, y'all get them shout outs. Jurassic Mario, Frank Dumanu. We don't talk anymore, but you know what, Frank? I love you. I think you're a cool dude. You did a lot for me and showed good friendship. But Frank Dumanu, you're a good dude. And there we go. That's it. Fuck y'all. Fuck everybody else. Boop, boop, doop, boop. Boo-boo-doo-doo. That's right. I'm the world heavyweight champion of the world. I gotta set this down. It's getting heavy. But other than that, those are the shout outs. Toy news wise, I'm not getting into that. Definitely not getting into that. That's not this episode. But we will throw out the link in case anybody wants to jump in. I don't know what I want for dinner tonight. What are y'all guys having for dinner? Did everybody already eat? What did everybody have for dinner? And what are you going to have if you didn't already eat? There is the link. For any of my friends that want to join the panel, please go right ahead. But as you can see, I just showed off the WWE title. I bought... let's talk about it. I've talked about wrestling tons of times before on this channel. Tons of times. Did videos. But this here is the replica WWE Championship belt that John Cena brought around in, 2006? The middle of 2006, the beginning of 2006, when he beat JBL for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21, which catapulted John Cena to the absolute highest mountaintops of, stardom that you can possibly fathom. And I was 17. Yeah. I bought this in 2007. I was 17 then. So this belt had only been around for about a year. I went to a SmackDown show with a couple of friends, went to the bathroom and decided, you know what? I'm going to drop some money and buy this championship belt. Now this, I'll never forget the price of it. $375 at the time. I don't look back on it and be like, oh my God, I still have this thing. I'm 36. It'll be 20 years that I've had this championship belt. I absolutely still love it from the day I bought it to right now. I mean, as a wrestling fan, and especially as a 17-year-old kid, I always wanted to be a pro wrestler. I always wanted to have some sort of, affiliation with wrestling. So to get a championship belt, my first ever actual real belt, I was on, cloud 9 being like, holy crap, look at this thing. And this is huge. Ooh, this is big. This is heavy. This is probably like 8 pounds. I don't know, fucking 3.5 feet long. It's got the, caught my finger on the inside. Got the actual WWE, official patch right there. This bad boy is legitimate. So I was pretty stoked to get this. And so when I'm walking back to sit with my buddies, they turn around and they're like, whoa, dude, the champ is here. And I'm like, absolutely. That sucks. There we go. Absolutely, the champ is here. So I love this thing. And actually, 2 little kids, when we were walking out, they wanted to get their picture taken with me, just holding the belt. So I thought that was pretty sweet. So this was my first ever championship that I bought. Or, I won it. I beat them. I'm the champ. But this is the first one I ever bought, the WWE title. Ugh. And then behind us, we'll go to this side. You can see there is the WWF Winged Eagle, if that's the one you want to call it, championship from the Attitude Era from like 1997 to 2001 or something like that. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But that title right there is pretty rad. It's pretty busted up. It's legitimate. It's another replica championship. A friend of mine had that, and I actually bought that off of him for $25 so he can go buy himself a bag of smoky smoke, right? So that's what's up. And hey, how about this? Now my guy right here, Moto Viper, what's happening, brother? Speaking of wrestling, now this guy always says it, so it's just poetic. My dude got his own. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. And for those that don't know, that's the Road Dogg, baby. That's Attitude Era shit right there. That's my kind of stuff. That is what's up. So what's up, Moto Viper? Sci-Fi Swamp Man, what's happening, brother? Thank you for popping in here. A fellow Chad hole. I love it when the holes of every variety can come together. But not much sci-fi. We're literally just talking about pro wrestling. That fake fighting and all the nonsense. And I'm just going over the championships that I have. I've got the WWE Spinner one here on the floor. We've got the Winged Eagle Championship right there. And then this baby, we're going to have to grab this one. Now, I am a 90s kid, so I grew up with the Attitude Era, and I grew up absolutely loving ECW. ECW, for no one that knows, is Extreme Championship Wrestling. If anyone wants to come on here and test their knowledge, I'm gonna fucking bury you. I'm confident as fuck with my ECW knowledge. I live, breathe, sweat, cry, eat, shit, piss ECW. This is my everything. I love wrestling because of this company, and there's no other way around it. My favorite wrestlers are all from this company, minus the Golden Era guys, Roddy Piper. All of my favorites are from this company. ECW existed, if you want to go from Extreme or Eastern Championship Wrestling to the transition to Extreme Championship Wrestling, for a little over a decade. Awesome stuff. It brought the mixture of the big scale pro wrestling and the extreme nature of what real wrestling could be, and it mixed it together and just made, for me, the greatest stuff in the world. I love ECW. And I've met all of the names that matter in ECW except for maybe like 3. Mikey Whipwreck, Taz, and Steve Corino. Those are like the 3 names I've never got to shake hands with. I guess if you want to say Todd Gordon, I never even had the chance to meet Todd Gordon, but I digress. This championship means everything to me. This is my favorite one. This is the snakeskin printed one on the back. So this is the original 1997 to 2000, if you want to call it that one. So this is the one. This is the best one, in my opinion. And we got some big names on this. We're going to just go over it. We've got the War Machine, Rhino, Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, Terry Funk. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. The wrestling video that I'm watching is the one where I got to meet Terry Funk for my birthday, and that's when he signed this. We got Just Incredible. Absolutely badass the way Raven signed this. I appreciate that so much. Over here, it's small, but it's there. The Sandman. And then when we open him up, we've got the Sabu himself, the homicidal, suicidal, death-defying, genocidal Sabu. Rest in peace, Sabu. And then the franchise, Shane Douglas. Come on. Shane fucking Douglas. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. So I love my ECW. I love this championship belt super, super much. And when I talked about doing a wrestling, stream on Joe Prime's show, I think it was this past Sunday, I was like, oh yeah, man, wrestling is like my favorite thing. Well, one of my favorite things in the world. So if I can get this fucker to click together, yo. There we go. It is genuinely one of my favorite things, in the whole world is pro wrestling. So getting to buy this championship was also really sweet. At one of my local malls years ago, there was this shop there. And every once in a while, the guy would get wrestlers to come in and do autographs. And he had this in his display case. And I bought this baby for $90. $90 for this, the original championship. And I'll give some cool story, or a cool story behind it. When I met Tommy Dreamer, it was at one of these Northeast wrestling shows here in the Northeast area. And I believe it was at Poughkeepsie. It was in Poughkeepsie, New York at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in like 2013, maybe. No, it had to have been before then. 2009, maybe 2010. I might have just turned 20 years old when I bought this. But I bring this to the event. Tommy Dreamer and Sabu are there. So I'm getting Tommy Dreamer. Now, if you've never been to a wrestling event, how they do autograph signings and pictures and stuff, you walk into like basically a gymnasium, and then they have long tables, like it's going to be freaking Thanksgiving time. And around the perimeter of the tables are all the talent or the wrestlers, whoever. And you walk the inside parameter of the tables, going around in one unison line, meeting everybody, so to speak, right? Now, I don't know how they figure out who's going to sit where and yada, yada. But at this event, we had Tommy Dreamer, and then a bunch of rows down, or a bunch of people down, I should say, is Sabu, the other ECW guy. So there's maybe like 8 people in between those two guys, right? So I'm meeting Tommy Dreamer, and he's autographing this. And he's shaking my hand. I've met him 3 times, and he is one of the nicest human beings you're ever going to get the chance to meet. He's such a really, really cool dude. So he's signing this. It's the second time I've met him. I would say he recalled who I was based on his reaction and stuff, because I had a sign the previous time I met him, and he was super, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Get to the point, Ace. He gets this belt, and he says, hey, do you plan on getting Sabu to sign it? And I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. He goes, all right, come with me. He didn't charge me anything. Tommy Dreamer did not charge me a single thing to get this signed. He brings me all the way down to the end of the line or wherever, where Sabu is, and says, hey, check this out. And puts it in front of Sabu and tells him, sign this for him and don't charge him anything. And Sabu's like, yeah, I got you, brother. And I was thinking like, what? That's cool. So I got this signed by Tommy Dreamer. Thank you, Tommy Dreamer, for the handful of memories you have given me. And especially for that moment with Sabu, because that was my first time ever getting to meet him. It was not my last time. I got to meet Sabu 3 times as well. And each one of those times are all extremely memorable because he has passed away since. I get choked up because I love this dude. Sabu was one of the greatest professional wrestlers, in my opinion, that ever lived. ECW icon, legend, fucking just the man, just the absolute man. So again, this was my first time ever getting to meet Sabu, and he was just so radical. And then the second time was I was at a show called Northeast Wrestling Spring Slam, and he was in a fatal 4-way or a 5-way match, elimination match, ladder match for a #1 contender championship match. And at that time, that was the first time, and I have it on DVD. It was the first time Sabu revealed that he was bald, that he shaved his head. It was wild, the reaction of people in the crowd. I went ballistic. I was like, wow, he's bald. Oh my God. It was so cool. People loved it. It was awesome. Now I'm front row at this show. I believe I still have it. It was a sign that I made, and it was just paper. It was a big yellow sign, cardboard paper or construction paper thing. And it just was Sabu, Extreme Rules and stuff like that. Now I'm holding this up, yeah, cheer, 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 like a little Boy Scout. Sabu comes over to me in the corner, and he goes to ram a guy's head. He's like, lower your sign, lower your sign. And I'm like, it's just paper. It's not going to hurt him. But like goes and rams this guy's head into the paper. And I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. So really great memory there. And then the third time that I got to meet Sabu, obviously is the last time I got to meet him, was maybe close to 10 years ago, if that, maybe within 10 years. Yeah, it was around 10 years ago, probably. There was a store down in New York City, Queens, New York, called the Wrestling Universe. I think it might still be there. Really, really awesome place. If anybody's interested in wrestling figures and you live in the New York City area, it is absolutely worth a trip to check out the Wrestling Universe. It is so cool. I have been there myself a million times. It's probably close to a million times. Used to travel to New York City once a month for a good 10 years, meeting wrestlers, going down there just for the sake of traveling to New York City with a friend of mine. And just Wrestling Universe, Jack, the guy that used to run it, I miss going there. I miss you guys. I hope all is well with all of them. The Wrestling Universe was fantastic. You can Google it or check it out on YouTube. You will see I don't know if they got a huge presence, but you will see every wrestler that's ever been a wrestler has gone to this store. This is the mecca of pro wrestling toys. I'm sure there's some in this bin that I might have bought from there. I didn't buy a lot of toys in this time in my life. It was mostly the autographs and stuff. But great, great place. That's where I met a lot of these guys, a lot of these wrestlers. So, Sabu, me and my buddy Deadly Dave, we were on our way to New York City. We got stuck on I think it was the George Washington Bridge, perhaps, maybe, I don't know, whatever's going by JFK Airport. Maybe it was, I don't know. But this Wrestling Universe had Sabu and Taz was there doing autographs. So we were like, well, we've met Sabu before, so let's go meet Taz. But Sabu will be really cool to get to shake hands with and all this stuff as well. We get stuck on the bridge. We're messaging Jack, the owner of the store, and he's like, hey, Taz said he will stay an extra like half hour, 45 minutes tops, because you guys, he knows you guys are traveling like 3 hours. And we're like, this is absolutely worst case scenario, but best case option. So we are hoping we are going to get to this store within 45 minutes. And unfortunately, we do not get there in time. And, Taz stayed, did what he could. And it was, we were offered autographs. But I specifically said no thank you because I wanted him to specifically sign my championship belt. I didn't want anything other than him to autograph my belt. So, but Sabu said, I'll stay. I'll hang out with these guys. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Let's go fucking meet Sabu again. Let's go hang out with Sabu. So we literally got to this place maybe an hour after that about 15 minutes after that 45-minute mark. And Sabu and Miss Jeannie are there hanging out, waiting for us. And I brought my belt in. He took pictures with us. And we hung out with him for probably a good fucking half hour and didn't charge us nothing. He just wanted us to be able to say we had the experience and not to be disappointed. And man, Sabu, you motherfucker, rest in peace, man. I'm so appreciative that you were somebody that I could call a genuinely good person on those 3 accounts that I got to meet you. And speaking of good people, we've got my friend, I consider him a really good friend, Kaz from Casual Toy Collector. We gave him a shout out earlier. And then, hey, Sci-Fi Swamp Man, Justin Boof. I'm going to say it, Boof. Justin, if you guys are here, we do a salute. We got the Chad. What is up, Chad? The Chad Hole Elites. Thank you for popping in here. Absolutely appreciate it. And I just mentioned a little while ago that hopefully I can figure out a good way to present on my channel a Metal Gear Solid conversation that is worth your time. Because I don't want you just to come on here and half-ass a conversation with this dipstick. I'm a big Metal Gear fan, but you, my friend, you are the big boss. And I want to make it really fun, and I hope that is something that you genuinely are down to do, because they just announced, or whatever it was, for the new Metal Gear Solid Volume 2. So that's something to chitty bang bang chat bad about. But as of right now, we're talking smack, brothers. We're talking professional wrestling. And you know what? I'll throw this up on there, so Kaz, everybody can see. Kaz is saying hi to everybody. And then Chad using the correct pronouns over here, ladies. I appreciate that. If you know, you know. It's funny shit. If you get offended, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's how I am. Based is fucking that realm. Joe Prime saying hey to everybody. Oh, there he is, also following up with Kaz and Chad. So insensitive. That's all right. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. I won't say with who, but I had an interaction today with a transgender person that, I'll say it like this, used to be male, is now a female. They came up to me. They didn't come up to me, but they were in the vicinity, and they used my actual name. And they go, "Is this is little John?" And I go, "No, this is a little girl, and this is her name. This is not a little boy. You should probably know better." We stopped that shit in its track, folks. I don't give a fuck who you are or what your feelings are. We stopped that shit in its tracks. If I can't say a wrong pronoun, don't you ever use a wrong pronoun with my kid. That's house rules. Speaking of house rules, this house rules, and we've got somebody that wants to join the panel. And hey, professional wrestling is what it's all about. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a celebrity that's joining. And, well, I mean, he's a celebrity adjacent. He's really not a celebrity. But his dad, woo, 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 is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. So we got the Casual Toy Collector.
God damn it, I'm putting on my Ric Flair drip. Woo!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Woo!
Came in too soon.
Damn. All right, man.
I didn't see the posted about. I didn't realize it was all wrestling. My bad. Woo.
Yeah, Hinder and I were talking on Joe's stream last Sunday. We got really heavy into wrestling, and then I'm like, hey, let's save that and just do wrestling on my channel. It'll give me, a reason to do a stream, like a little bit of a theme, and a break from like talking about strictly toys all the time of like, hey, this is new and fucking cool. So
yeah, I'm gonna be zero help to this really, because I don't know, man.
Hey, that's all right, because I'm probably only going to push it for like another half hour anyways, because my kiddo's with me and she goes with her mom in 2 days, and we're just going to be hanging. And plus, keeping the wrestling going, we are going to be doing another live wrestling show tomorrow where the little kid and I are going to be wrestling for some kind of wrestling belt. So, but what is up, DB Morgan, the Ronin, as I call him? I have one as an employee. It's so hard to take them serious. I absolutely understand that comment. Justin Booth saying hi to everybody. What's up, everybody?
You guys are so insensitive.
That's not true. I have very sensitive. When I step on things barefoot, that's sensitive. That is in my foot, and it's insensitive.
Yeah.
It is. Woo! 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 It is what it is. That's right. That's right.
Limousine riding, son of a gun.
That's right. Limousine riding, jet flying, women banging. Whoa, wait a minute. That's not part of it. Hold on.
I kissed all the girls and made them cry.
Just like diamonds. Woo! Ric Flair is forever.
Rolex wearing.
There it is, baby. There it is. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the theme going of wrestlers that I've met, because I feel like those are better stories than just kind of figuring out what to say. So with Ric Flair, we'll keep the Holy Trinity going. I talked about meeting Tommy Dreamer, who was a wrestler. I met him 3 times. I talked about meeting Sabu 3 times. Now we're talking about Ric Flair, and I've met Ric Flair 3 different times, and I guess I'll talk about each time that I got to meet him. First time I met him was at some little rinky-dink wrestling show. Kaz, you've been to some independent wrestling shows. So those type of shows are literally all across America. Those are, your junior league wrestling before you get to the big league kind of bullshit. But sometimes those smaller shows, if they want to bring in a crowd, they'll hire a big name wrestler to get, that attraction. So that's where I've met a ton of these motherfuckers. Ric Flair was at one show, and there's no real big story to it other than I was standing there after we met, and I wanted to just get a picture of him just sitting at his table and like just kind of throwing up the peace sign. I didn't want to be in the picture. I just wanted him just kind of, and he was all about it. He was like, yeah, we could do that. Now, these wrestlers, when they get brought into shows, they have handlers, people that are taking care of their money. Oh, I'm your driver. Basically, they're fucking chaperone, right?
The pimp. I got you.
The pimp. Yes, sir. The pimp. Well, I love it. We'll call him the pimp. So, Ric Flair's fucking pimp comes up to me. Now, mind you, the pimp is never anybody that's in the game. They are just a player themselves, okay? So it's a me or it's a you type of person, Kaz. It ain't no big dog in the world of that wrestling shit.
Right.
So the pimp comes up to me, and he gets right as soon as I'm about to take a picture of Ric Flair. And he goes, whoa, wait a minute. If you want to take a picture, that's going to be $30. I was like, no, sir. No, it's not going to be $30. And he goes, he starts to turn and point to the pic, on the table. They have a little sign that says, photo ops are this price, pictures are this price, autographs are that. So he was about to turn and reference like, oh, well, if you're taking a picture, it's this. As we're turning, Ric Flair is clearly aware of what's going on. And the guy turns, and Ric Flair's like, no, he's taking a picture of me just kind of giving a thumbs up or whatever. That's free. And the guy was just like, oh, I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you did know. Get the fuck out of here. Like, don't step on my toes.
Right.
And the second time I met Ric Flair was, I get these two mixed up. I don't know if it was the first or the second, or the second or the third, but they were at the same wrestling company, but they were two different wrestling events. But they're very, very similar, other than when Roddy Piper died. That was one of Ric Flair's like best friends in the entire world. And a testament to Ric Flair, it was the same weekend Roddy Piper died. I think it was the day after he found out. He was at a wrestling event that, you know, he originally was signed up to be there, and they had advertised Ric Flair. Nobody knew, you know, this other guy was going to pass away. So to me, on the way to the wrestling show, I remember me and my buddy were talking, and we're like, if Ric Flair's not there, that's totally understandable. Like, that's one of those things, like, if he no-shows it, we get it. His best friend just fucking died yesterday.
Right.
But man, that dude was there, but he was not with it. Like, I hated it. I hated that he was there for the sake of, like, dude, you're only trying to, like, you're here for the commitment that you made to these fans. But, like, you see him, like, wiping tears away in between photos and all sorts of shit. You hear when fans go up to him, you hear them saying, Rick, I'm so sorry for, like, your loss. So, like, it wasn't the same energy that it should have been, you know? And, man, my heart goes out to that guy, to that moment still, of seeing him heartbroken but still there for people like me to fucking make sure I get a picture with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the third time, or the second, whatever, which one it was the same show, different event. And he was just, you know, he was with it and more energetic this time and stuff like that. It was the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and just awesome time and shit like that. And I got to see him wrestle one time, and that was, I think I was like 18. He was still wrestling in the big company called WWE at a house show way back when they used to do wrestling shows that were called house shows, and they were, for lack of better terms, when they would travel around city to city, they would do wrestling shows that were not on TV, just to kind of get the town engaged in, and then they would have a bigger show that was going to be on TV in like a town away. So they're, you know, pimping it out, promoting themselves, small to big.
Yeah.
So at these small house shows, you could see anybody and anybody wrestling and stuff like that. So I got to see Ric Flair with, you know, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, who were the biggest names at the time, wrestling, you know, nobodies at the time. So that was pretty sweet to get to see that. But other than that, those are the only stories I have of your dad, brother. Woo! Make sure I saw everybody in the chat. Saw everybody. But yeah, I've always thought this to be curious. How did, especially in Georgia, in like the southern states, where fucking wrestling in Georgia, man, back in the 70s and the 80s, that's where it erupted from, brother. Southern Georgia Championship. It was huge down that way, man. So how did you slip through the cracks of not getting sucked into the wrestling viewership? It was never in the family to watch?
No, I did as a young child, young kid. I watched it, and I want to say probably, I don't know, probably till like 12, 13-ish. I watched it, and I enjoyed it. And then, I mean, not to burst anybody's bubble, the truth came out, and that kind of warped it. You know, it kind of warped it, I guess.
And for what Kaz just means by the truth, spoiler alert, pro wrestling, it's not real, folks. It's predetermined. Yeah. And I, as somebody who loves it and doesn't, you know, pretend it's real. I can get behind the fact that it's scripted, because all of my favorite things in the world are scripted. TV shows, movies, video games. And if you didn't know it, a comic book, that's basically a script with pictures. So it's all, everything is already written out, and it's just for you to decide if it's for you or if it's not for you. Yeah. Wrestling for me. All right, so
I hung around a lot of older kids. So one of the older kids, you know, I'm out there talking about a wrestling match. I don't remember specifically. I'm talking about a wrestling match. They're like, dude, that shit's fake. They're like, every time they throw a punch, they're stomping their feet and whatnot. And like, think about it. When you fight, do you stomp your foot? Like, no. Like, it's fake, man.
Right. 100%. And that, I don't know if the bubble was bursted, but it was kind of like how I came to realize Santa Claus isn't real, is because something as simple as,
why do I got to go to sleep? Why do I got to go to sleep for him to come?
Well, not only that, but in the movies, if you watch movies, the old claymation ones that we all grew up with, and we see the toys around the trees, none of the toys are in fucking store packaging. They're all loose wrapped. So as a kid, when I'm seeing fucking, right now, I'll use these, my Simpson toys, for example, and I'm seeing them in the Playmates box. I'm like, the fuck, is Santa Claus working with motherfucking Playmates? How does that work out? Right. So with wrestling, just like you said, Kaz, now I didn't put it together. I wasn't smart enough to decipher the foot stomp with the punch at the same time until way later on. But me being me, man, that dude got punched in the face and there's not a single goddamn mark on his face. What is going on?
Right, yeah. Where's the blood? Where's the blood at? I've been hit a lot. I've been hit too. It spills blood. Where's the blood?
Well, when you grow up watching movies, and I'm going to use Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's nothing but slow motion blood punches and kicks in that entire movie, right? Yeah. Now, as a kid, I knew movies were fake. It was always in my head, like, this is not a real thing. Right. So when I'm watching wrestling and it's Monday Night Raw live, and I don't see all of that gratuitous bloodshed, I'm like, what the fuck? How is it in the movie, but it's not in real life? What is going on here? This can't happen. But then they would trick me when they did have the blood, because then I didn't realize, oh, they're using a razor blade and they're tucking it in their sleeve, or I didn't know all the magic of it yet. I just knew the illusion was an illusion, right? And then way later on, when I got to my teens, is when I started watching wrestling documentaries and the real shit. And that completely changed my love of wrestling. It grew even more because these motherfuckers are barbaric. They're literally going to slice their forehead open with a razor blade and then tuck that shit.
I was just going to say, that's pretty wild, man. To catch yourself. Yeah, fuck, yeah.
All right, so Kaz, now I talked about a wrestling company, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Huh. They mixed the fake, WWF stuff where it's that over the top silliness.
Yeah.
But they brought real shit to it. So while in the WWE, when they're punching each other in the face and they're using a tiny razor blade and they're hiding it from the crowd, in ECW, these motherfuckers are straight up bringing out like a cheese grater.
Oh.
And they're literally scraping each other across the forehead with a cheese grater. Like, they're bringing out screwdrivers and like kind of digging at it. Now they're not trying to mutilate it, but they're using it enough to where it's like, oh my fuck, I don't care how little of that they're cutting him with. That hurts. So there were, I don't know how many of these matches there were. Yeah, you're good, bro. I'll pause this for a moment, folks. I think it's the Girl Scouts trying to sell Kaz some cookies. So let me see if I miss anybody in the comments. I don't want to. Ronan, I'm sorry. Ronan saying hi to Joe. What's up, Joe? It is. So yeah, wrestling, I could talk forever about it. We'll probably do a part 2, kind of, not a part 2, but a second round. Round 2. No, you're good, brother. Housekeeping. So I don't know how many of these matches there were, but there were two brothers, the real life brothers, Ian and Axel Rotten, and they were doing a feud where they hated each other. And in the feud, they do this live in front of the crowd. They had taped up their fists, and then they had 2 little buckets of glue that they dipped their hands in with the glue, and then they had 2 bins of broken glass that they dipped. Yeah, they dip their fists in the broken glass, and then they go in and they wrestle each other, and they're, you know, fucking hitting each other across the forehead, across the arms with the, and it was called a Taipei death match. People can look it up. It's a real thing. But they never went, it never went to the point where like that wrestling company ever got canceled for like
what is the worst injury reported in that?
In wrestling or in
no, the wild one you're talking about with the cheese graters and the glue in the glass.
I would say the worst injury was probably one of the guys, and this was a simple thing. It wasn't even anything to do with like a violent weapon, but he just got dumped. Oh, well, there's a couple of them. Guy gets dumped over his head and doesn't fully rotate, and he comes straight down on his neck, and you see his neck just snap and break, right? Crunch. And that's that Sabu guy I was talking about earlier. And this is a guy, I'll talk more about Sabu.
Did he get paralyzed?
No. He came back a year later and went just as hard as he ever went before. This guy, Kaz, if you ever get a chance, I have actually a video on my channel where I dedicated entire, like maybe a half hour to him after he passed away. And I videoed one of his matches. It's not an extreme one, but if you ever get a chance, just type in Sabu, and I'll tell you the match actually right here. Sabu and Terry Funk in the first ever barbed wire match. What that is, takes place in an arena with a bunch of people around it. They take all the ropes off of the ring. So you just have a ring with the 4 corner posts, and that's it. And then they fucking wrap all of it in barbed wire. And it's literally a free-for-all wrestling match with a barbed wire roped ring. And in that match, Sabu splits his bicep open. You see it. He literally cuts it right open. And instead of stopping the match, his manager, Bill Alfonso, which, shout out Bill Alfonso. I got to meet him once, and he was really cool. And he comes over with tape. And they just tape up the fucking the cut, and he just keeps going at it. And you see these guys, they're getting their hair caught in the barbed wire, and by the end of it, they're literally, both of them are wrapped in like a ball of barbed wire, and they have to have people come out with wire cutters and cut them out of it.
That's crazy.
It's fucking insane. And the guys that were in it, Sabu and Terry Funk, rest in peace, both of them passed away. I got to meet Terry Funk for, actually, hold on a minute.
Damn, hopefully they didn't pass from tetanus. Jesus.
No. Sabu, I think Sabu passed away of a heart attack or something like that last year or the year before. And Terry Funk passed away around the same time or a year before that. He was like 70 plus years old. He was an old dude. Yeah. So in that match, though, he was like 50 when he was doing that match with that Sabu guy. But right here, this is Terry Funk right here. This is the guy. I know the camera's not the best. This is him.
I remember him.
So this was 2016. I had just turned, or no, I'm sorry. This is March 4th of 2016. My birthday was March 11th. So it was like a week after this. Terry Funk, because I told him it was my birthday. I was like, oh, dude, my birthday's next week, and I'm here to meet you. Like, this is my birthday present to myself to get to meet you. He took my wrestling belt. He autographed it for free. He gave me a T-shirt for free. He gave me a birthday shout out. He hugged me, took a picture, all that good stuff. And then in this match, it's super hard to see.
You're on the cover?
I'm on the cover right behind him. Or no, right above him. I'm right here, and he's right there. But I was right in the same vicinity of where he was. Man, I used to work. Not only that, shout out to Northeast Wrestling. I used to work for these guys, setting up the ring and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of the ring crew. So not only for Northeast Wrestling, but for CTWE, Connecticut Wrestling, I forget what the hell that stood for, but Michael Lombardi, who used to run this, or who still runs this, thank you for that opportunity. And Joe Paradise.
You look like you'd be a good ref in a wrestling match, man.
Brother, I'll tell you what, and I'll show you something.
You've done it. I've
done it. This, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So in 2013, I went down to Connecticut. I can't remember if it was Waterbury or Danbury, Connecticut, and trained for, I don't know, 3-4 months in ring stuff like that. I had one practice match, if you want to call it that. But my back could not do it. I physically was like, I'm going to be in a wheelchair. I can just tell, because I'm not thick. I'm not a thick boy to be taking real hard slams over and over. A lot of that illusion of wrestling is being really, really muscular to be able to,
absorb.
And I'm toned and stuff, but I'm not thick at all. So my body, I was like, I can't do this, and I got the experience.
Were you going to be a good guy or a heel?
Oh, I was right in the middle. So my character has always been this. Even when I was a kid and I would create my character in a wrestling game, it was the wild card, Ace Williams. And you don't know if I'm on your team or if I'm, your enemy. But if you need me, I might be there. But don't turn your back on me, because I might get you.
Oh, you a shady, you shyster.
Yeah. And I felt like, because most people want to be a bad guy as a wrestler because they're the most, just like a movie. You have the most fun as a villain, right?
No.
But I always compromise myself by saying, well, if I can be a mixture of a good guy and a bad guy, I'm easy to then transition to just full on bad and full on good. I could be,
right.
You can see right? So I just thought that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And the wild card thing, because I've always been Ace since I was probably 11 years old. My nickname has always been Ace. So the wild card always was like, well, shit, man, like wild card is part of playing like, cards and shit like that and gambling. And that just sounds right. And the Ace, it's always been a nickname I had. And then
where does the nickname Ace come from?
Just my dad called me Ace when I was a kid.
Yeah, come on, Ace, come on, Ace.
It literally was like that. Like, I have no real solid good, and you know what, this is the truth, I'll say this, those nicknames started but when he was in prison and in jail when I was a kid. So when he would send me letters home, he would send home, now back in the 90s, in the early 2000s, jail and prison was not a luxury like the fuck it is now, where you get basically a cell phone, you get a YouTube presence and all sorts of crazy shit. Back then, it literally was like a tooth and nail fight for survival shit. Like, the stories I heard were insane, right?
Yeah.
So the only items he had that I knew about were like towels and a bed and a toothbrush and soap and a deck of cards. And every deck of cards, once a month, he would send me the Ace out of that deck of cards.
Oh shit! They wouldn't allow cards in the jails here because gambling.
Yeah, absolutely. So that type of shit, I'm sure it was like that too. So it was probably like one of those hush moments.
We had to make our own shit out of envelopes, and the CEO will take them if they catch them.
Well, that's when I first ever heard about. I'm sure it's called something different, but prison wine and shit like that, where you're making stuff in the toilet.
Put shit in, yeah. Or the windowsill, letting fruit ferment in the windowsill. And shit.
Yes, dude. That that's the type of stuff that I was exposed to very young that made me realize, okay, the world is not sugar cookies. It's definitely, you know, a shit sandwich.
Right.
So that's where the name Ace came from. Literally, it just was always there from my dad sending those little deck of little Ace playing cards and being like, "You're Ace, bud. You're Ace," and it always just stuck with me because I don't have very good memories of my dad at all. So that's something I took as like, oh, this makes me feel good. And then I just carried it with me. And I literally live with it today to Ace. We're watching Ace Ventura earlier downstairs. I'm giggling because I'm like, his name is Ace and my name is stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
And then the Williams, my middle name is William. So I just threw an S on there and I just thought Ace Williams sounds pretty sweet. And one of my favorite movie characters is Bruce Campbell's Ash Williams from the Evil Dead movies. So I always thought, oh, it kind of sounds like Ash Williams. And it just sounded fun in my head to go with that name. And all the possibilities and fun little character things that I could have done as a wrestler for like simply this, how my dad used to give me an Ace card once a month. You know, if I would have wrestled and beat people, I would have laid an Ace card down on their chest after the match was over, like leaving my mom something that means something to me that is like, oh, this is kind of a cool little characteristic to that guy to do for, you know, his character. But then for me, it's like, no, it's kind of like my calling card. Like that's how Ace was originated. Now I'm leaving my stamp here, right? And there's tons of different possibilities in my head that my trainer and I talked about. I was like, oh, you could do this, you could make this, you could have this as your own merchandise. And so it was a lot of fun to do. And then I had this vest made up. My friend at the time made this vest up for me, the Aces Army or Aces Allies vest. And I've had this ever since. So it's pretty fucking sweet, to be honest with you. And like, again, I don't have anything recorded because we thought it would go further, but it was literally maybe like a 5-10 minute little do what you've learned kind of thing and just see what you can do in the ring. And it was a lot of fucking fun, man. It was a lot of fun at the time. But I
used to joke with the people I went to wrestling with. I used to joke with them. I'd be like, I could kick his ass. When the guys come out, like, oh yeah, shit, I could whip his ass. Bro,
when I first started going to these independent wrestling shows, like the little shit ones, I thought because of what I've seen on TV, that these little indie shows, everybody's going to be the size of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Some of us are in better shape than them.
Yes, man. So I used to think the same thing. I'm like, motherfuckers, when I get in the ring, if I have to pretend that this dude is beating me up, I'm going to be pissed. Because in the real world, I would beat the shit out of this guy. Like, I don't give a fuck. We can pretend he wins by the end, but I'm going to beat the shit out of him the whole wrestling match because that's real right there.
Right.
So I get it, man. I completely get it. And, but yeah, that's where the whole name Ace Williams kind of comes from and the whole wrestling background of it. And I wish it went further just so I could say I did do something in front of people because I do want, I would have liked to have known if people just genuinely from the get-go, as soon as I came out of a curtain, if they just wanted to boo or cheer right from the start. I wanted to know what my aura, you know, gives off to people when they first see this guy come out. I wanted to know it so bad. And
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. So you'd be dressed just like you are right now.
Pretty much. And at the time, I was much bigger. I was probably 215 pounds at that time. And right now,
are you drinking a beer or smoking a blunt when you come out or hitting a vape pen or something? I need to know.
None of that.
None of that?
None of that stuff. Like, I even have entrance music. I should see if I can download my old entrance music and have it play on here for one of my streams at some point. But
tomorrow's your wrestling day with the kid, man. You should have her film you coming in on some real coming through a doorway somehow, some way.
Maybe we will see the in-ring debut of Ace Williams after
Hey, and AI, and you could really just film yourself just hype coming in, acting like a wrestler, and then feed it through AI and be like, put a wrestling walk path behind me on the video. You just tell G.
See, all right.
Shit.
So her and I were thinking. I was telling her, I'm like, you know what? Now that we kind of have an idea of like what, because we just went with it. We didn't plan anything. We just went with it the other day. But I told her, I was like, you know what? We can make pre-recorded videos and I can upload them to my StreamYard, and we can already have these backstage interviews with you and myself already done. So my plan is for, all right, so pretend like you come onto the TV screen and wrestling's on and I'm the announcer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LWL. Here we are. Here's the, the arena behind us, and I'm so-and-so. Earlier today, we were able to get a sit-down interview with the kid, and that was a really cool interview, and we're going to show that to you right now. And then cut to an actual pre-recorded video we did earlier. That plays, and then it can transition naturally back to me sitting here talking to people instead of me being like, all right, well, hold on a second, people. I got to pause it. We'll be right back. Let me put the screen, blank out the screen. It can actually seem like a nice production. So what you just said adds to a new element of what I wanted to do with her. So, and I never thought of that with the AI. I never thought of trying to do a video and then feeding it through the AI and letting it enhance that way. I never thought of that.
Yeah, man. AI is blowing. Hey, my son was in there taking pictures of his homework, and it's telling him the fucking they get the sheet of work that they give you. He's taking pictures of it. AI is feeding back the sheet with the answers on. I'm like, man, what the fuck? So y'all gonna be able to straight A it through school? What the fuck? This is crazy. He's doing crossword puzzles. It's circling all the motherfuckers. Alphabetical order on shit.
That's scary though, man. That's scary as shit. That I don't retain a lot of information that I learned at school, but when somebody unlocks the core memory or whatever, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. If you don't remember at least reading the questions to kind of have an idea of what the answers are, we might be living in that. What was that movie, Idiocracy? In a handful of years.
We've been in Idiocracy.
I know we've been there, but we literally might have Terry Crews as the president or some shit. Like it literally might happen. So, and
I kind of feel like we already do in a way. I mean,
he was.
You know what?
There is a connection because that Terry Crews character was a pro wrestler. There's a pro wrestling connection here in that movie. President Trump has a connection to wrestling. It all comes full circle. We are literally living in Idiocracy, 100%.
I mean, if you think about it, like it's Ric Flair type shit. It's like, oh shit, simply the best, limousine flying, Rolex win. Simply,
yep.
I had every woman I ever wanted type shit. This flex. Oh, you got the dollar sign. Yep. Diamond ring wearing. It's just the ultimate, and we love that shit. Like you said, we love the bad guy. We love the bad guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, how many people subjectively are making a list of all the best good guys in movie history? That list always comes after they've made who are the best villains.
Optimus Prime. I made that list, but he topped it. There's nobody else. Optimus Prime is the most moral, and what do they call it? Anatomical. I don't know. Whatever. Autonomical. Whatever the fuck they call it. So I don't know. Sentient robot. Like he's got. I don't know. He's got the ultimate conscience. I feel like Prime moves right.
I just watched Judge Dredd earlier with Stallone, and I'm going to say I challenge Optimus Prime with Judge Dredd. Motherfucker went to prison knowing I am the law, knowing he was justified, and he comes back and fucking kicks ass, man. So, and what did Optimus do? He died. He fucking died, and he gave up.
He put his life on the line, and the Autobots won in the end.
That's true. That's true. I like Optimus. I shout out Optimus.
They're like, come on, it's epic. One shall stand, one shall fall. That shit's forever etched. That's etched.
I just watched, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, Transformers 1, whatever it's called.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I gotta say, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. I liked that one quite a bit. I dug it. There was something specific about it that I have to watch it again now to refresh my memory. But either way, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that weird ass
Transformers. This is wrestling. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Transformers.
It's wrestling! So yeah, I have a shit ton of stuff. We'll keep rolling. We can keep rolling for a little bit while longer. If anybody that wants to jump in is still available, jump the fuck in, because you can. It's just whatever. But I do have some shit that I do want to show off some more stuff. Now, this is quite the cool collector's item, if I do say so for myself. Way back in 2012, when I was 22 years old, WrestleMania 26, 7, 8, I don't fucking know. Roman numerals are hard for me to read. I think it's WrestleMania 27 or 28.
What were the letters?
XXV31. I think that's 8, isn't it?
3-1? What the hell? 3? Ivy?
You got an XXV and then 3 is like the 1.
28.
That's 8. Okay, so 28. This was from WrestleMania 28. You had to spend a certain amount of money at a Kmart, if people remember what a Kmart store was. You had to spend a certain amount of money, and then you had to send in a mail-away receipt that said you spent a certain amount of money at Kmart, and you would get one of these event used. This is straight up from the event. WrestleMania 28 Kmart folding chair, because
so
Kmart
you got to grab your seat on the way out and walk out with it.
I did not. This was mailed to me after the event had already happened.
Okay. All right.
I didn't go to this. This was in like Florida or some shit. I've never been to a WrestleMania, but
somebody else's ass has been on your chair.
Nope.
It's brand new. Okay,
this was a WrestleMania exclusive event, sponsored product shit kind of thing. So nobody sat in it. It came in an all sealed plastic thing. I've sat in it since because I want to know what it was like. But this was the return of, which makes it a big deal, the return of The Rock for the first time, for once in a lifetime, against John Cena, which is pretty fucking sweet. So this is one of those big black.
John Cena won, I'm sure, right?
No, The Rock won this one.
Okay. All right.
And then I have it. I'm not going to go get it, but they did the same thing the following year. So I was like, motherfucker, I'm getting me another WrestleMania chair. I tell you what. So I did the same thing the following year, and I got myself a WrestleMania 29 event chair, which has John Cena, The Rock, and Brock Lesnar on it, which is fucking sweet because Brock Lesnar's the man. And in that match, that John Cena won that one. He got his redemption. But an event used chair is pretty badass. I guess not used, but an event themed chair. And speaking of, I don't even know. There's no segue. He's just here, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is just here. Oh, shit. I think I muted him. I muted him. He's here, but he's not going to talk. Welcome, Joe.
What is happening, my man? I tell you what, StreamYard's acting all kinds of weird. It's like, it's like I'm setting up the app for the first time. It's asking me, can we use this? Is your camera okay? Do you know, whatever.
Hey, did y'all get some bad weather there from? Like hurt?
It started, last night was crazy, or, well, it was the night before. We had a bunch of hail and all kinds of junk, but then
it started today, man. Our neighborhood got hit with a tornado.
Really?
Yep.
No, we're getting the storms and thunder right now. You'll probably be hearing a little bit of that.
And
No shit.
Luckily, we didn't have. Well, we had a tree fall on somebody's house, but it didn't.
Damn.
It didn't like go. It didn't go into. It didn't go into the house. Like all the branches folded up on the roof, but there is some tearing, kind of.
Well, gentlemen, now I'm not going to end the show or anything. We've been going an hour 15. I'm going to do this. I talked enough about wrestling on my end for a while. I could carry this conversation on with pro wrestling again at some point and emphasize more, but this, God damn, it's so heavy. This is what I'm going to be diving into the next time, is this fucking bin full of wrestling figures.
Look at all those dudes in that box.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of guys in their underwear in here, I tell you what. And I'm not talking about this toe. I'm talking about Ace's Place. What the hell? No! Hinder,
I only buy the chicks. I only buy the chicks.
You're only buying the chicks? All right, here, let me see if I
got Mr. T. I got Mr. T twice in a rough outfit and in his box and shit. And I got.
What about him?
I got Booker T. There's a few. Yeah, I got him. I got like an ultimate Ric Flair, I think. One of the whatever ultimates.
Yeah, but you ain't got these bad boys.
Hinder says he is backstage.
And you know what? We're gonna make Hinderer wait.
See, I'm showing off wrestling figures.
You know why, Hinderer? Because I get your notifications on YouTube, and then you still send me the link in my text messages. How many times do you want me to watch your video?
Just really, I get the same notifications. I figure we're all on a group chat. He's like, send all.
And then I had Rob. Rob, I love you. I had Robbie and like, Hinder just did a video, and I'm like, I know. Do these people not know I'm also a YouTuber that knows? I love everybody. So now that we're busting chops with the Hinderer, get the fuck in here, fella.
I gotta get caught up, boy.
Where is he? Get in here, Hinderer. Get it. Don't you do that to me. We see you. We see you, son of a gun.
Oh man, what is up? What's up, guys?
Not much. What I was going to say before is, Hinderer, you missed the wrestling conversation.
I know, because nobody sent me a freaking link to come in.
What do you mean? Don't you pay attention to YouTube? Don't you have your notifications on?
It is on, but I didn't see it in time, so...
You little booger. But anyway, I figure we'll go like another 45 minutes of just all of us just bullshitting with each other and chit-chatting about whatever the hell we want. And maybe I'll do next week's Friday, the first hour of it as wrestling again, and then do, the second half of it is just some more bullshitting. Because I'm gonna say it right here, right now, and I'm super excited. I'm gonna say it. I've got my Valaverse figures on their way.
Oh, which ones? Which ones?
That Crimson Shadow and the Bone Collector one.
Like this.
So,
cool.
I'm excited to get them. I have jumped down not only the G.I. Joe hole, but down that little Valaverse hole. So I got a little bit of everything in the collection now.
Kaz is so in shock right now. He's like, what?
I gotta get them. Kaz, check these out, man. Hold on, check these out. I gotta flip my camera around. I gotta have some military guys to get the shit kicked out of them by these dudes. Look at these motherfuckers right here.
Oh, they look tough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Those
there you go.
6-inch G.I. Joes and stuff like that, Cobras, and these Valaverse guys, they're going to get the shit kicked out of them by these turtles.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, those are good.
Now,
Where did they come from?
Those are NECA. These are the Fortnite Ninja Turtles. These are fucking Fortnite Turtles, bro.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Damn.
These are, and I'm going to say it right on record, these are my favorite NECA Ninja Turtles they've ever made. At least that I have. I'll say it that way. That I have. And I have a lot of them. You guys know this. So if you were to ever buy any, get these ones. The articulation is wild. They scale to the classified figures way better than any other NECA turtles. Maybe the Ronin ones aren't too bad, but you can take like all their gear off of them, like the shoulder pads, the knee pads, their wrist tape, or not the wrist tape, but the wrist gauntlet things, this thing. So you could like utilize them for a whole bunch of different things, and they're just badass. Like, look at that. And then shout out Kaz. This is phenomenal looking. This whole setup is sick, and I don't know if anybody would know it, but this box, this is actually a cardboard box right here. This one that I used stencils on and painted myself, and look how goddamn pretty that looks.
Yeah,
looks so good.
It does. It absolutely does. And speaking of looking good, it's buried, but I'll show this off. I redid all of this over here. So we've got, oh, John Cena just died. We got this guy coming in, gunslinging, shooting everybody up. We rearranged it all. We got, look at that shelf, Kaz. Temu, baby.
yeah.
Everything looks good. I just ordered 2 more of those. And then everything's all doing good. And he just took a huge shit.
I ordered a safe. There was like a little safe that they had. I thought was real good.
I guess like a bank safe, but yeah, right?
So yeah, I don't think it's. I'm not expecting it to be huge, but it should play the role.
Oh, Chad was in here.
I would when you get that, whenever that comes in, definitely send me a picture of it or some shit like that. Because with my Dick Tracy setup over here, I keep all of that mini brand money in like a tiny little like treasure chest that I got from Temu. Yeah. And if that safe is big enough, that would be a fucking cool thing to have it look like the safe is like cracked open and money and shit's kind of spilling out of it. All right. That would be dope as hell. Yeah, Hinder. Our I don't want Kaz to be upset, but Chad was in the chat earlier. Hinder, of course, absolutely.
And then we keep, and then we got the famous Casual Toy Collector too. So I mean, he's more famous than ever.
Hey, the Casual Toy Collectors channel and It's Chad's channel were both sponsors of the LWL Bedroom Brawl Championship match the other day. So there you go, spreading all the love. Now we're going live tomorrow for another wrestling event, and we're gonna have, I don't know who the sponsors are gonna be. I think one of them is in the chat, but I'll have to see what I have to pop up in the backgrounds and shit like that. But we have fun with it, man. Like, we had a lot of fun with that bullshit.
That was a fun little stream. I was like, man.
And it just changes.
I like the utilization of boxes as tables. That was my favorite part.
Man, okay, so for anybody that doesn't know the backstory of like why did Ace and his kid wrestle, since she has been probably 4 years old and she's going to be 10, and Jesus Christ, she's going to be 10 in a month and a half. And we have literally been wrestling like that off screen with no YouTube since she's been 4 years old. Like, always just wrestling and goofing off with each other. And she's gotten way better and understands it way more now. And so when I told her, I was like, do you want to, like, we've done a couple videos here and there, but do you want to do a live and wrestle in front of people? And she's like, I don't know if I want to do that. She goes, what if I mess up? I go, mess up. These guys don't give a shit. We're on YouTube having fun. I go, there's probably going to be 5 people that watch, and they're going to love what you do because it's just fun. It's silly. Like, and so once she kind of let her guard down and realized, like, she's not going to be, looking like a silly head, she's like, let's do it. And then immediately after we were done with the stream, she's like, can we do another one right now? I'm like, fuck no. Hell no, I'm tired.
We got to tune them in for episodes.
And you know what? I got to say it now, and I'm going to say it now, I am the official referee.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad you said that, Hinder. Yes. Okay. So I don't know exactly what time the stream is going to be, because I'm taking her tomorrow to a zoo, which I'm going to try to record some of that. Maybe we'll do a live as we're walking through the zoo and stuff like that. Yeah. That might be kind of cool. But we will definitely, I will have it posted. I just don't know the exact time, Hinder, but I will message you, text message you and let you know so you're prepared, and it's not just, oh, we're live now. I will let you know. But yeah, Hinderer, he is going to be our official special guest referee, so he will be in the panel, and when the shoulders go down, he is going to call it right down the middle. 1, 2, 3. And if there's, and I'm saying this right now as the bad guy, if there's any lagging on your part of your internet connection, that's you showing bias towards my child, and I'm not going to stand for that.
Oh yeah, my computer. I will use my phone this time. I'm gonna use my phone so that way it does not lag.
And it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. Now, do you actually have like a white or a black shirt, or a white and black shirt, or a striped shirt at all?
I'm trying to think if I have one. I'll see what I got. I'll see. I may just. I'm like, you know what? I'll even just wear Kaz's shirt. I'll just wear that.
There you go. Absolutely.
I'm telling you, we make him go suit and tie, straight up Gene Ackerman.
There we go. Yes, there you go. We have you totally in.
That's what we need.
But he's
me
the
in
referee,
a suit. Good Lord.
Damn, they're gonna have you.
Got to be in the white and brown. But Joe.
Oh my God.
If you come on the stream, Joe, you could be our mean Gene Okerlund. You could be the guy. Ladies and gentlemen, from WWE or whatever the hell you want to say, you could be him. Ladies and gentlemen,
are we gonna have a cup of coffee with Ace Hole?
You can have a cup of coffee. I do not drink coffee, but you can have a cup of coffee. So we could be building a wrestling federation right here. What the hell you want to call it? A North American Wrestling Company right here, because we got people from Georgia, people from KC, people from Texas, and all the way up here in New York. We have made it the 4 pillars of the what the fuck wrestling are we talking about? Right there. Justin, what are you asking, Justin?
He's trying to do Magnum PI.
No, I have not seen it.
Yes, I have. I've seen it. Those are really cool.
Oh, no shit. No, I didn't see those at all.
I'm hoping they do a Smokey and the Bandit, because I love Smokey and the Bandit.
Man, it's just it's kind of at this point, at like movies and TV shows like that are getting action figures. I don't mean this disrespectfully, but it's the equivalent of Funkos. If you can think of whatever show, that toy company, or not toy company, that movie or show is now going to be made into a toy. It's wild to think what properties could be made into action figures. Like, it's just crazy.
That's one of the topics that we've had on our show time and time again, boy. Like,
what's that?
Yeah, or no, just characters, random characters from just anything that's been on TV.
Judge Dredd. I'm literally, I sent Joe a picture. I said it earlier, watching Judge Dredd with Stallone earlier. Yep. Where the fuck is there a cool, and I'm not saying like a Hot Toys, I'm not spending thousands of dollars, but where is there like a cool collector's fucking Stallone Judge Dredd figure where he's in the full Judge outfit? You can take off the armor and everything. Give me that. Give me a Stallone figure from that. Give me Simon Phoenix, Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. Like, that's Kurt Russell from Big Trouble in Little China. Give me that toy.
Oh my God! Give me him in his truck,
brother. Yeah,
wouldn't that be incredible?
And I do want to say this, Ace. Pretty soon next month, I'm going to Dallas Vintage Toys, and let me just tell you right now, they have the world's largest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection there, and let me know which one you want in your collection. I will find it. But they just got in the Invisible Man Mikey from the 90s.
I would love, and I say this to anybody that buys anything from me, even Joe, I think I might have prefaced this with him. is you never need to break the bank. So those figures, those are super expensive. So I wouldn't expect anybody to buy those just because. I think I said this to you before. So all this time around, if you look for anything, look for Simpsons stuff. Avoid the turtles.
A huge collection of Simpsons stuff there.
Look for the Simpsons Playmates figures, whether they're loose, in box, and that is what I'll ask for specifically. You look for this time around. Turtles. I always want turtles, but they're the ones that I'm looking for now are really, really expensive. So I personally, even if I saw them in the wild, I'd be like, oh, I got to put my nose up to that because they're just.
I'll ask Ace, but does it matter what kind of Simpson figure you want? Like, does it matter?
Not really. I mean, I would prefer it to be like something like one of these type, an actual like the action figure one. I do collect random Simpsons stuff, but I would prefer it to be like the old 90s or early 2000s Simpson figures for sure.
Okay, I could probably see what I could find.
But I don't say no to anything though. If someone gives me something and they send it, I still take it for what it is and I appreciate it.
I'll just do this. I'll surprise you. I'll surprise you with something, some of them. And maybe I'll buy a classified G.I. Joe in there for you.
Whoa, that would be interesting. Pretty interesting to see.
I tell you what, Ace, you had me looking up those Hot Toys turtles and the 3-0 turtles. My God, those can get expensive, but good Lord, do they look good.
Don't they look really, really great, man? But you know the problem that I've seen when I've looked up. No, not a lot. Oh my God, if I could talk. I've not watched a lot of hot toy collectors just because one, it's not my thing to collect, so I'm not going to watch somebody collect something that's not really in my wheelhouse. But I've watched a few videos to have an idea of what the overall like appeal of a hot toy is. I have seen so many of these videos and stuff where they talk about the material. If you leave your figure in a pose for so long, that pleather or leather or whatever that they use for certain, like Spider-Man's, for instance, that material, just like ours, starts to deteriorate, or it'll start, it's been stuck in that pose for so long. When you open the arm back up, now the crinkles that are there, when you go to flatten them, they're going to break because they're brittle now. And
that's why I don't. The one thing about that too, Ace, is like, when I get something like that, if I buy a Mezco, G.I. Joe, or anything, or a 3-0 one, I'm just going to stand them up straight. I don't put them in poses.
Right, exactly. Because I couldn't imagine. Now, we've all bought toys. And as we've opened them, they were already broken out of the box, or as we're goofing off with them, we broke them. They broke in our possession from the time we got them to the time we got rid of them. Most of us, and I'm speaking heavily for me, I don't buy super expensive figures for that idea of, well, fuck, if it breaks, I just spent X amount of dollars on something that's broken, and now if I glue it, I just have a broken, expensive toy. If I'm lucky enough to return it and get a swap out, kudos. But that's not always the luck for me in my area or my options that I have. So it can be wishy-washy. So the figures that I get that break, if it's 10 fucking bucks, oh well, that was 10 bucks. I'll throw it away, or maybe I can cob job it back together for $10. But these hot toys, my heart would sink if I went into my collection and I opened up my glass case and I was like, you know what? I don't know, my so-and-so, I want to move my Han Solo, that's in the blue parka from Empire Strike Back. I got the hot toy of him riding a Tauntaun. You know what? I want him now standing next to the Tauntaun. Well, I go to straighten his legs, and let's say the leg joints underneath break because he's been stuck in that position for the last 4 years that I've had it. Or the pants are deteriorating. It's like, oh no. Now my brain starts to hurt because that toy is just completely obsolete. Now I start to think, Oh my God, what other ones on my shelf are like that? Holy shit. What is the point of collecting? I feel sick to my stomach. I want to go crawl in bed. I've been there. When I know you guys are not hardcore Lego or Lego collectors at all, but when I first started my YouTube, that was what I presented was Legos, collecting them and all sorts of shit. Lego is the biggest culprit for being the biggest breaking toy. And I don't mean like, oh, it's supposed to come apart. No. They use some of the cheapest fucking plastic that you could imagine just to make you turn around and buy that shit again. Yes, they do have a decent customer service, but it should not be used the way I've had to use it personally, where I'm like, are you kidding me? So, for example, I have so many Lego characters where their sides are... Now, the Lego minifigures are meant to be popped apart and rearranged a million ways you can think of. But you're putting stress on them the way you pop the arms out, because you're popping it out this way, and the joint is, you know, putting stress right here on this spot. Or the legs. And man, I'm not even kidding you. I have ones that have cracks all the way up the sides where I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This Lego character, this came in a $200 set. I'm not going to fucking try to get a $200 set again just for this character. They even say, Lego even says that if you leave your characters on a stud, which is just, you know, the little peg that you'd put a character on to begin with, if you leave them on there for a fixed period of time, the plastic in the feet will crack over time because it's not meant for that amount of stress. It's like you're admitting you're making bullshit product and then you're putting it out there for buku bucks. Like, you can't admit that we're selling shit and then sell shit for expensive. I mean, I guess you can. That's the... People will buy it. But just buying shit for it to break is not my reason for collecting at all. So hot toys, no for this guy. But like DB Morgan said, those Mondo looks amazing. What are your guys' experience with either a toy breaking as you were checking it out, possibly doing a review, or getting it from the manufacturer itself, opening it up, and it's already like, what the fuck? This is in pieces. Do you guys have any of those kind of stories?
Yeah, all my stuff, X-Transbots, which is a third party for Transformers and stuff. I don't know, Elegos is Cyclonus, and I got the transparent version of him. And this happened earlier this summer. He's up there on the shelf. He looks beautiful. He's kind of a purple transparent. I look up there and I notice his hand's fallen off. I go to pick him up, and his arm joints literally crumbled. Like, right whenever I went to move his arm, the arm came off and his elbow. That whole dude completely crumbled in my hands. That was a $200 bot.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's a perfect example.
That, and I had the Make Toys, Soundwave, and I had him transformed into the Nemesis ship, which was pretty cool looking. But you pulled his arms around and you had to stick him down inside of his body. And there were two pretty strong springs in there. He sat up there on the shelf for probably 6 months in ship mode. And then I came in one day and his arms are just laying there because those springs had pressed so hard. They just broke everything inside. And just the whole front of the ship fell apart. Yeah, that Elegos broke my heart because he looked so good. It was like a 14-inch figure, big, huge guy.
Brittle plastic.
Dang it, Bobby.
That would piss me off and upset me all at once. Like, all right, so I have
bad too. You know how you can? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, wherever he is, there's this guy. Where the fuck is he at? All right, he's up there on the shelf. I hate it. It's a NECA figure. They always say in some of these NECA reviews for toys, you know, you got to heat up your figures. They're those type of figures and those type of toys.
Yeah, with the Valiverse figures you have too.
I broke the foot clean off one of my action figures, and I'm like, dude, there wasn't even any give to that. That just snapped. So now it's one of those figures. Every time I look at it, I think to myself, God damn it, I was so excited to get that fucking toy. Now he's one of the ones that I know is broken, and I'm like, damn it. So
Yeah, well.
And it
Hey,
sucks.
you
But
live and you learn. You live and you learn. I do with all my Valaverse figures because I don't want them to break because you have to heat them to take their stuff off.
One of the
I
gladiator
don't know.
chicks, one of the gladiator chicks I have, I was trying to take all her her armor and shit off for the club, and I broke a foot.
it sucks.
Oh yeah, I
It's a
remember
shitty
that.
feeling.
I remember that on one night you did that. I was like, whoa.
No, I didn't. That one didn't break. The one that you saw didn't break. The one I had
Oh,
broke
okay.
it's been like when it's Zex Ray, I guess. XES Ray, Zex Ray, or whatever. I don't know.
Sex, Ray. What the fuck are you? What are you bringing to my channel?
What?
There's
What?
there's action figure line with gladiators. There's XES. It's a combatant. Some shit. It's made by a company XESRAY. Zex Ray or some shit. Zex Ray.
Whatever you say, Kaz. Whatever you say, brother.
It's a little gladiator chick.
I'd like to see their catalog. That's all I know.
Oh, there. See, that's what they are right there. And
Oh,
I want to
yeah,
get one just to try one out.
I'm looking here. Here's the company name.
My pre-mutated Splinter has the broken foot out of the box. That sucks. Look
Okay,
at
I
that.
see.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty cool, Kaz. I kind of want to get one myself.
Hey, matter of fact, Kaz, since you're going live tonight, ladies and gentlemen, check out Kaz, whoever's watching. Yo, it's the same motherfuckers that are in here week to week. Who am I talking to like there's 100 new viewers?
Right.
Everybody,
Oof.
when everybody's over at Kaz's,
When he stopped, that's right.
if you're not part of the membership,
Oh, don't
I'm
even
gonna
know.
promote
No.
it. I've never fucking won anything, okay? But I will help promote.
I thought you did win one week. No?
No, I got some GI Joes off of you, but that was like a back rooms kind of deal. But I never ever won. So even though I don't win on his channel, but I'm gonna still promote it. You guys can go over there tonight. You could possibly win something. Do you know what you're giving away?
So us paying our dues all this time, because I've been right there with you, Ace. I've been just throwing my money at Kaz every month. And he brought this up for how long now? Damn near a year. And this rigged ass wheel that they have. Oh boy.
How about the I'll give away the Marvel retro card Mysterio, the one that they're
I would fucking love that.
The one
I want that.
They're redoing it right now. The pre-orders are going to go up.
Yes, they are.
But why wait? Why wait? You can get it quicker.
I genuinely have a pretty decent little collection of the retro card Spider-Man villains specifically.
Yeah.
And when I noticed the Mysterio, they're redoing him, I'm like, God damn, $27.99, I guess maybe.
Let me grab it real quick.
I'm gonna win that shit tonight. That shit's coming home with Papa. I'm gonna win that one.
I would want that. I would love to have that.
Oh, Joe, you
could
could have been restreaming. You guys could have been restreaming this whole time if you wanted.
Yeah, like my channels. I've tried it before and it overheats my computer.
I just was thinking of that now because I see Cousin William in here, and I was like, oh, he normally comes in from Joe, but Joe's not restreaming. You guys can if you want. You're always welcome to. But that Mysterio's coming home with me, baby. I've been wanting. Oh, look at that. The retro card, baby.
Oh, that is a nice Mysterio.
I think the last one I picked up was the Chameleon. Now, I still have the original Toy Biz Marvel Legends Mysterio. So fuck yeah,
cool.
baby.
Hey, these still go for a decent. I think they still go for a decent price, even though they're redoing it or whatever.
Man, you
I
can
just
still
want
get
Venom.
that
I just want
price
Venom.
100%.
All I want is Venom.
There we go.
That's it.
Now, right, I don't have the retro card Venom. If I had the chance to get him, I would, but I do have the Gamerverse one. So but I do, the retro carded ones are just the bee's knees, man. That harkens back to the 90s. And I gotta get that Kingpin, even though he's like 50 fucking bucks. I gotta get him.
I don't have.
Do you have the Kingpin one?
I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say, hot damn, dude. Let's see that bad boy.
I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure
I've
I
seen
don't.
him in my game. I've seen him. I've seen him in my game stuff. I'll probably just pick him up.
He's awesome.
What up, William Smith? What up, William Smith?
Cousin William.
It's Cousin William. How you doing, buddy?
He is a big boy, that Kingpin. So hell yeah, man. So there you go. If you want to win,
I still need to
that
get
retro
Zap.
carded. If you want to win that retro carded Mysterio, what is it, Kaz? 99 cents a month? Is that your lowest tier?
$2.99.
I've been told it's $2.99.
Well, whatever
That's
it is,
right.
I know.
That's right. It is. It's $2.99. I'm not cheapening my experience.
I started it
What's
at
up,
99 cents. I don't know what happened.
Hey,
Trumpflation.
there's only 2 channels I am a member of, and this is one of them.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You
If
know,
you want to
the
know what
only
the other one is,
you know,
if you
the
want to know what
funny
the other
thing
one
is,
it's Chad.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Hinder, when's that interview? When's that old interview scheduled up there, Hinder? I don't believe I hadn't got any. I've gotten all your videos and pictures and stuff that you've gotten, but I haven't received that interview request yet. You know, I'm just saying. Without us, you would have never met Chad, or it wouldn't have happened the way it happened.
No, good lord.
So,
How about this, Kaz? How about next week?
Yeah. What's your planner say? Yeah, well, go ahead.
Next week, maybe Monday.
Monday?
Monday,
Too busy.
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Yeah, he said maybe Monday.
He
You might be busy too. Maybe
I'm
Monday.
gonna turn him down. I'm gonna turn him down every day he suggests.
Oh, good lord.
No, hey, all shit aside, I was kidding about the scheduling part, but it's whatever. But we had a tornado hit us, so I'm gonna be extremely busy next week. I'm just fucking around.
Oh man, dude.
Give you a hard time.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you and the kiddos are safe.
Yeah, we got the hell out of here. We got the hell out. It's calm now. Thank God.
Now was Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt in a pickup truck chasing it, or did you not get to see that part?
We didn't see that part. We missed that.
Did anybody get the reference from Twister? Did that land?
I got the reference.
I got it. I got it. Yeah.
My guy. We silent.
That's why I laughed.
I caught the
I'm
reference.
trying some shit there.
Oh my
Matter
gosh.
of fact, actually,
Yeah.
I got a dad joke for everybody in here. I came up with this joke on my own, so it's recorded right here for the rest of the world to see. I came up with this probably the beginning of the year, trying to be funny with my daughter. So, the sun and the moon haven't seen each other in a long time. Obviously, one's, their schedules are differing, and they haven't been out, they haven't hung out in a long time. So they plan, hey, there's going to be an eclipse. Why don't we go out to eat that night together, both you and me, the sun and the moon? So they plan a schedule. They're like, yeah, let's go get pizza, right? Everybody loves pizza, sun and moon. They absolutely love pizza. So one day, as there's an eclipse, the sun and the moon, they're in the sky together and they're just hanging out. To us, it looks like an eclipse, but to them, they're at a really nice pizza restaurant. The waiter comes up and says, oh man, sun and moon, what do you guys want? And the moon says, you tell us what your specialty is and we'll take the specialty. The waiter says, you guys want the specialty? Well, how about this? It's a meat lover's pizza today. You get all the different meats that you want on it. And they're both like, absolutely, sign us up. We want a meat lover's pizza. So the waiter goes in the back. Chef's cooking the pizza. Sun and moon are having a great fucking time. Waiter brings out the pizza, sets it down. They're both eating it. The moon is enjoying it. Sun is enjoying it. Moon looks up at sun and says, Sun, what do you think of the pizza? Son looks back at Moon and he says, it's pretty good, but it could be a little meatier. What you guys think of that motherfucking joke right there?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I 100% hand to God, whatever hand it is, right hand, left hand, both hands. I straight up came up with that one. And then I have another one that's very, very, very similar to that, where it's Dracula and the Wolfman go out to eat. And Dracula, the Wolfman, they're out to eat. It's the whole same setup, same kind of setup. So they're at a restaurant. They order, or Wolfman goes, I'm going to order for the both of us. And Dracula's like, well, I don't really eat what you eat, man. And he's like, listen, just trust me on this one. So the Wolfman orders them 2 bloody steaks, right? Just 2 bloody fucking yummy looking steaks. And the Wolfman is just doing what he does. And just, he looks up and Dracula's taking the steak and he's holding it daintily and he's squeezing it and wringing it out so the blood drips into a cup. And then you just see him drinking it. And Dracula's like, now this is what I like. And the Wolfman's like, no, what are you doing? You're ruining the steak, you idiot. Stop. So he orders him another steak, cooked exactly the same way, the blood dripping, seasons, everything. And he goes, now you have to eat this steak. Just take a bite out of it. So the Dracula's like, oh, all right, reluctantly, I'll do it. So he takes a bite. He takes another bite. Now he can't stop. He devours this fucking steak in a matter of seconds. Think of John Candy in The Great Outdoors when he takes on that huge 76er or whatever it was.
The old 76er.
Yeah, he just eats it all, and all that's left is just that little fucking bone marrow just sitting there, right? So the Wolfman, with a smile, looks up at Dracula and says, whoa, man, you devoured that thing. What did you think about it? Dracula looks back at him and he goes, I think I'm liking it. Do you guys get that one? Or is that too deep? Does that one not sit? Because lichen is another word for werewolf.
Damn.
It is true.
Damn.
Oh my God. You horror movie buffs, you werewolf hounds, you guys don't get it. Oh my God.
I'm comedy. Sorry.
The underworld movies, the Lycans.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. That's literally, I was sitting around one day and I just had the word lichen in my head from watching one of the underworld movies. I'm like, lichen. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh shit, here comes that like Jeff Foxworthy, like hillbilly shit where you're making one word into another. And I'm like, lichen. Well, I'm liking the way this tastes. Well, I guess, oh, there it goes. There's the joke. So that's literally where it came from. Mosh, look at this guy coming in. Haven't seen him in a minute. Mosh, what is happening, Mosh?
Yeah,
Another music maestro, always grinding, throwing new stuff out there. It's great to see you, Mosh. Thank you for popping in, brother.
I just realized that I'm missing out on my OG 13 is Scarlet and Zap. I do not have those.
Well, guess what? They're already mailed to you because I knew you needed them.
No, really?
We need some tracking numbers. Come on now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, Joe, you remember? It's weird how this works. Remember when you sent me
Oh
your...
my gosh. Wait, are you really serious?
That's
No, I'm not serious. And the tracking number didn't work for you, but it worked for me. Same thing with Hinderer. When I sent him his tracking number, it was able to track it for him, but every time I put it in for me, it said, fuck you, Baldy, which I thought was kind of personal and offensive, but who am I?
That's why you don't allow these apps access to your camera, because they just get way too personal.
For real, but who I thought, I got a little bit of hair up there. They don't know I'm completely bald.
Oh, I got a lot of hair. What you talking about?
Shut up, Hinderer. Shut up. All of you guys with your luscious locks. Fuck all of you.
Oh, man.
Screw these guys. We're ending the stream. Goodbye.
Oh.
And
Kaz
Joe
is looking. Hey, you know what's funny? Kaz right now looks like Hey,
man.
Mr. Han. What's up, Mr. Han? Bowinski. Dude, what you doing, man?
I was gonna say kind of from because I got him on my small screen on my phone. Literally looks like Kurt Cobain just chilling.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Got that
Is
grunge.
you,
Yeah.
Kurt
going.
Cobain?
Now, Kaz, as someone with long hair, and when you smoke, have you ever burnt your hair from your cigarette or anything?
A lot.
Oh, man. That's half the reason I cut my hair is because my bangs I always had one chunk that was shorter.
You get that smell,
Yeah.
you're like, oh fuck.
No. Same. I cut my hair so my bangs don't catch when I light my stuff. That's exactly what it is.
You cut it off. Yeah.
Strategy.
You're right though. You do when you
I'll have to
smoke.
show you. I got pictures of me with my long hair.
You know what the worst thing is, like, at least for me, was back. Now, I had hair all through high school and shit, and I started shaving my head once I, like, graduated. I went to a lot of rock concerts. We've talked about concerts before. I went to a handful of, like, rock and heavy metal concerts, and I'm a headbanger. I used to be a headbanger. And I was always so jealous that I didn't get to be able to do, like, the hair flip and shit. I just looked like a bald guy having a fucking aneurysm. And I was so envious of people like that. That's the only time I've ever wished I actually had hair, was so when I was at the metal show.
Speaking of metal show, the number one reason I cut my long hair, in one day, I had 10 people tell me I looked like Vince Neil. 10 people. God damn, you look like Vince Neil. Has anybody seen Vince Neil? Y'all know what Vince Neil looks like.
Yes.
This dude does not look good. Yeah, they're not saying, oh, you look like 1986 Vince Neil. They're saying, you look like this tub of shit.
Damn. I mean, he's paid. He's got one. He's famous.
So,
Oh my gosh.
literally 10 people. Dude, you look just like Vince Neil. That's what Vince Neil looks like nowadays. No thanks.
Fuck out of here. Hold on. What's going on with this? Oh, that's a statue.
Oh, my stomach just hurts.
It's a statue version, but that does look pretty cool.
It does look cool, but
Poor Joe. You know what, man? I just recently was watching videos of Vince Neil lip syncing on stage, and what a bad sight that is.
Oh, it's not good, is it?
No.
I almost bought this Skywarp.
He gives up like halfway through each sentence, and you just see him just.
hey, get the knockoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Get the knockoffs, Indra, on AliExpress.
Dude, knockoff. Yep.
Hell yeah, the knockoffs are better and way cheaper on AliExpress. They've got, and they're gonna have Starscream before you can get the Hasbro one. Really,
I'm getting all those KOs off of AliExpress. I am not going to buy a single one that's released. Yeah, all those Seekers, boom, AliExpress.
You have to add the stickers though, correct?
No, everything. Well, the Decepticon stickers, yeah.
Does it come with? Do they give you to stick on there, or you got to?
That would be awfully nice if they gave you one of those little sheets. You know, a lot of them do on AliExpress. You know, you get that little one square of the 4 or 6 Autobot, the 4 or 6. Yeah,
they sneak it in at the end. You just got to figure it out yourself. Yeah.
One of my favorite Transformers that I still have, and I'm gonna keep because of it. Let me see if I got him. It's my Grimlock.
Is that MP? That's MP?
That's the MP. This is the MP one from Toys R Us.
Now, I know I haven't done a full face reveal, but that was me last year.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how my hair was. That's why whenever I was talking to you, Kaz, I was like, man, I'm like your older fucking brother. That's what that.
So you cut it,
he's like my older fat brother.
Shit, I'm getting fat myself. Man. That's cool, though. That's cool. Damn. So you cut your hair off after they said you looked like Buddy. Damn.
Vince Neil. Oh God, I got it like every.
Vince
It's
Neil.
10 people in one day. I went stopped at the gas station on the way home. Turned around. Slade's like, "Oh my God, you look just like Vince Neil." And I was like, "Jesus Christ, okay, great. I'm gonna go home and buzz this freaking thing off. I'm done." It was about in the summertime anyway, so you know.
My kid says hi to everybody.
Hi.
She didn't want to come up. She didn't want to come up the stairs. She's watching Richie Rich, so she's kind of being a bum. But she wanted me to say hi to everybody.
AKA Ace, did you have one of these when you were a kid?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Did you have one of these when you were a kid?
Not that Chris Jericho one. No. Hold on. Let me see.
Robin,
Let me see what Chris Jericho I have in my bin here.
I love Chris Jericho. Give me all your Chris Jerichos.
I want to run and grab a drink real quick. I want to make sure I get ice and everything. These
Yeah,
kids.
get your ice. Joe, I'm sorry.
I'm giving them a 2 stars. I'm giving my kids 2 stars.
Well, Joe, I'm sorry. I'm one of these dirt bags that eats on his live stream. So if you want to judge me like I know you're gonna, go ahead. Okay?
Judging you. Judging you.
You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to eat on the stream. Whoa. After we throw a couple of shots back, fuck, I know y'all seen us plenty of times killing chips over here.
I get the idea of like you don't want to be watching a screen when someone's just eating, but we live in a fucking society now where people are influencers eating food. So I think, manners have kind of gone out the window.
Yeah.
And as long as, like, me, for instance, I'm not going to sit here and smack my gums and make it a scene, but you're going to see me eat food because if I'm fucking hungry, who am I to say I'm not going to eat when this is my show or whatever, right? Like, fuck that.
Right.
Let me see what I got for a Christian. I got tons of guys in here. I mean, I got the Great Khali.
Ooh, classic. That's a classic one right there.
It's like a 7-inch, 8-inch figure. He's fucking massive.
That's a Ruthless Aggression one.
I've even got way back when in the 90s, Crash Holly, man.
Rest in peace.
I got the Boogeyman.
I am the Boogeyman.
Let me turn a better light on. There is the Boogeyman. But let me see what I got for a Jericho. I know I've got one. I just don't know where the hell he is. Oh, there's a lady for you, Kaz. Stephanie McMahon.
Ugh.
Okay.
I have a few different versions of her.
I've got one's in the strip club with a microphone, standing by Chuckles at the DJ booth.
All right, this isn't a WWE guy, but I used to really, really love UFC. This is Rashad Evans.
Oh, I used to have a bunch of those. I have Brock Lesnar.
And then I've got Brock Lesnar's UFC figure. Wah, wah, wah.
That was probably mine. Probably mine when I was a kid then.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
You're the only one.
Maybe I don't have a Jericho in this bin. I might not.
Collecting wrestling figures to me would be kind of like collecting historical figures. They're just dudes.
There's my Chris
I guess
Jericho.
they're kind of like comic book people. I guess they would be like that. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, Ace, I will trade you
That's
whatever
what I
you
always
want.
labeled them as, Joe, was they're like superheroes off the comic book. You know, you can't say, oh, this guy's Captain America.
Ace, I'll trade you something for that.
He's sending you a text message right now. He's sending a text message right now.
There is not a single wrestling figure I have that I will ever get rid of. Not one.
Mm.
Because if I was ever to say like what type of collector I was as a kid, it was wrestling figures. I've said this before, I think I said it on Joe's last week, well over 1,000+ wrestling figures from when I was a kid. And the fact that I don't have them all now, it really makes me mad, and I would love to just beat the crap out of my brother for taking all that shit and selling all that shit. I had backstage arenas, I had play sets, I had like tons and tons and tons of shit. So this bin with probably maybe 100 in it is all I've got left, and I will never get rid of them just because of what they mean to me.
Man, I didn't know your brother sold that shit. I knew you had a lot of problems with him kind of, taking all your shit and stuff like that, but dude, come on. Boy,
Dude,
that's shitty.
If you guys, all right, legitimately, if you guys, I swear to everything I have ever believed in, the collection of toys that I had would have doubled what I fucking have right now. When I was a kid, from when the time, whatever I had that my dad didn't throw away when I was real little, and then my mom started buying us stuff from like maybe 7 to, oh my God, all the way up to 21 years old, 22 years old, I had every fucking Street Shark. I had the dinosaur versions of the Street Sharks that they had. I had almost every Toxic Crusader toy. The Ninja Turtle, like, everything. And then when I got on my feet and I lived with my brother, we lived in a duplex. I lived upstairs and he lived downstairs. Quick story, he has a terrible God complex. And if you don't agree with this guy, it's, well, fuck you, man. And there's no other way around it. And there's been a lot of bridges that he has burned because of just that. And I unfortunately was one of them. And so when I moved out of that apartment, he never let me go back and get certain things. So I have, man, the video games that I had everything when Guitar Hero and Rock Band came out. I had double drum sets for both of them. I had like 6 guitars. I had tons of microphones because me and my buddies would all get together and play Rock Band and shit. I don't have any of that stuff anymore, like none of it. And it kills me. And I don't know if I've ever admitted this, but when I got into this toy community and I got to see like what everybody else collects, it kills me in the pit of my gut to be like, fuck, I used to have that and I could still have that, but I don't. And there's so many things that I'm like, I can honestly say I'm jealous of. And not for the sake of, oh, I wish I had it, or I'm envious. It's I'm jealous because, fuck, I used to have it too, and I wish I could enjoy that like you enjoy it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, more like a bittersweet feeling there. Yeah, it's one of those where you're like, yeah, I'm glad you have that, but damn it.
Yeah, man. Especially when I think about, so this is really cool, okay? My Simpsons collection, my Playmates one, the World of Springfield Interactive ones, I won't name them all off because it'll take me forever, but I had probably 10 of them when I was a kid. And then I had 2 play sets when I was a kid, which came with 2 more people. So let's just say I had 12 characters and 2 play sets. Those were the toys that were left at my brother's house that I never got. So when I started...
Well, he gone.
He was just getting to the best part of the story. What happened? So this is what happens whenever I drop out, huh?
Did the show just end?
I guess so.
So,
I think his phone died.
all right, now that he's out of here, we can finally have some fun.
No, man, I'm sitting here giving me one roast up.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
He's back. He's back.
See, I told you he'd be back. Ender was trying to take over.
Yeah,
he's a special referee for tomorrow, so he gets to. But the Simpson figures. So those are the toys that got left at my brother's house I was never able to get. So when I started collecting again, like so to speak, those specific toys, last year when I got the collection of 18 of them at one time, there were maybe 3 or 4 of them that I used to have. So I was like, oh, this is cool. I got back the ones that I used to have. Since then, I've got close to 100 figures and at least 10 play sets. I've got all of the characters I used to have. I have both play sets that I used to have. So that's one of those like, oh, hell yeah, man. Like I may not have them anymore, but I was able to retain them or regain them since then. But there's some of these shits. Hinder, you know, you've looked at Street Sharks when you've gone to the toy shows. They're expensive, bro.
Oh, yes, they are.
So rebuying those, especially if you get original Street Sharks in the box, you could be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on just one figure.
I think the
alone.
Mondo one went for, I think, in the box, I think like right now, $800 right now. So
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty much, but
That's some strong
eBay,
nostalgia that'll make you spend $800
but
bucks on a
that's
Street
also
Shark.
eBay prices, and it's also not even a real price, even though it could be more than that.
That's crazy because, I mean, anybody that has the ability to buy something like that for that price, God bless you. I don't, and if I
I
did,
gotta find like
I think to myself, do I want to spend the $800 on that one Mondo Street Shark and just say, like, look at guys, look what I got, this excellent looking figure? Or do I want to spend $800 on, hey, Joe, when you go to Ross, here's $800 fucking dollars. Get me every Ninja Turtle you can for that price. I'm going to do that one instead.
If you even think it looks cool, buy it. Yeah, I understand. No, I do that.
Uh-huh. Like, man, all right, so for anybody that's not aware, Joe is a righteous dude, and I know we can't see his face, but he's going to blush here. I'm going to try to make him blush. He's a really awesome guy and genuinely goes out of his way. If he likes you, he's going to let you know, and you're going to feel appreciated every single time, whether he buys you something or he's just thinking of you or having a conversation with you. You definitely know where you stand when you're having a conversation with him. And that being said, he teases me and shows me things, and I reluctantly have to say no, and then I get sucked back in, and I'm like, please, like the little poor boy. Oh, there it is. He's doing it. Oh, all right. You know what? Everything I just said about him, I still mean it, but goddamn. Okay, so he's been going to Ross. Now, he does not go to Ross specifically for me. He goes to Ross because, hell, why wouldn't you with the deals they got? And he's been getting some amazing Transformer stuff. So you guys pay attention to his channel. He's going to be uploading some videos here soon or whenever. So check it out. But when he goes, he's always like leaving a little breadcrumb trail for me to sniff out and be like, hey, they've got this, they've got this, they've got this. And now, of course, I want to say buy it all, but I'm not greedy. I'm not that greedy of a little piggy. So I tell him, well, I really would like this one. I really need this one. So just pick this up one.
I'm a greedy boy.
Recently, he's picked up the Ninja Turtle crossover with the Universal Monsters with the Raphael Werewolf, or Wolfman, I should say. So thank you for that. The 2-pack movie of April O'Neil and Casey Jones. Thank you for that. And then, as he just showed, oh, that absolutely glorious, beautiful Super, or not, no, it's not Super Shredder, but it is Shredder from the second movie. That's what I wanted to say. It is Shredder from the second movie. He's got his redesigned, like, helmet piece. He's got the big-ass dandelion. Awesome. And I can't wait to get those. And we've got a trade thing going on. And I've let the cat out of the bag. I have a second G.I. Joe Ninja Turtle crossover action figure for Joe. It is Slash. So I will be sticking a Slash in your goodie box when that is all ready to be sent out. He's actually, well, the one I got.
I'm excited for mine too, Ace. I'm excited for mine.
I'm still looking for the 2-packs. I've only seen for a 2-pack. Oh shit! Joe sent me the pictures earlier. Now I can't remember. Whoever.
Oh yeah.
Whoever the Snake Eyes one comes with, that's the only 2-pack I've seen.
Hold on. Hold on.
I cannot remember.
I tell you what, I sent this to Ace earlier. I put all those 2-packs in my cart at Walmart, which are available at very low stock right now, and it was only $132 to get all of them. Now that wasn't that didn't have the Slash Eyes though.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I see which one I'm gonna get.
I know I've said this before, but I don't know if it has any weight.
Oh.
I thought it was kind of strange that they did 4 or 2 packs, but you obviously are going to get all 4 turtles plus 4 of the villains. But then they have Slash, who was, because there's 9 characters all together in the single carded or single box packs. So you got Slash, who's all alone. So my thoughts are they going to leave Slash out of a 2-pack and make it so he's harder to come by? Or will they? Well, no, they're not going to do this. They're not going to repurpose April O'Neil and put Slash in it because this is the end of the line. They're not doing it anymore. So there you go. Slash will not be available in a 2-pack at all, leaving him to be the only one you can get by himself, along with April with the AEW, the Awe Shell Striker. Which, Joe, I know you have the Shell Striker. We showed that off, and that's why I actually got you the Slash to go with it. Essentially, be like, oh, you know what? This will be fun for him to have one of the Turtle Joe figures. And I got Slash specifically because I remember you mentioning maybe a week or so ago the 2-packs and you being interested in them or whatever. So I figured, well, if he gets them, I'll get him the one that doesn't come in the 2-pack. So
that one's pretty cool.
There you go, Donatello. Actually, I just got this one in the mail yesterday.
So how many of those Joe Turtles are you into, Kaz? Are you going to get any of those, or do you have any already?
I saw they had the 2-packs at Walmart. It was Shredder and either Michelangelo or Raphael. I can't remember. I had thought about it. I don't know if I am or not, man.
That's it there.
I haven't gotten any of them.
Well, if you buy them from what Joe just said on Walmart, if you bought them all right now, obviously you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, right? 2, 4, yeah, 8 characters.
Oh, that's what you were talking
for
about, Ace.
$132. But if you buy them individually,
there it
could
is.
be about $200.
Roadblock.
So buying them in the 2-pack is a really good idea, like that.
Oh, Rocksteady comes with them. Oh, I want that then. I want that.
That's a really good way to get them. And if it's an easy collection. If you wanted to go all in and get everything, it's super easy to obtain it. And they're not going to make more to where you're like, well, shit, now I'm fully invested and I got to keep pumping it out if I want all of it. You can literally get the entire collection and say, that's it, end of story. And once I get the April O'Neil with the Shell Striker, then I have everything like I just showed off. My Shredder just came in the mail yesterday. And so now I have all 9 figures. And I have the helicopter. I just need the Jeep, or whatever you want to label it as. So, pretty sweet.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It will be cool, Hinderer. It will be cool. It is cool. And whatever.
Well, let me just tell you, if I got the 2-pack with Rocksteady, that would be the cool one I want. I like Rocksteady.
That's the one I would pick up for you.
Yeah, because I want that would be the cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the vehicles, I do want to get some of the vehicles real bad, but the characters, they'll have to play second fiddle.
Joe, do you have the Jeep right there? Here, let me try to blow you up, man. Oops, hold on. There you go.
Yeah, that's a lot to have on there, but that's kind of why I got the Jeep and that 4-pack of the Sewer Heroes, because they're like, boom, it's done.
And it looks great. They look really good on it. They look natural as much as the Joe ones probably do.
There we go. Whatever. Yeah, that's not actually the Joe ones. I think will probably be bigger because these are turtle size. The Joe ones are good sized, aren't they? Aren't they like 6-inch figures?
No, they're just a little bit bigger than those ones just because of the articulation, but they're still maybe because of their hats and silly stuff like that. They go over the 5-inch mark, but they're not. They're definitely not more than a 5.5, if that. Like you were saying, how the Krang one, he might be the tallest one when you stand him up straight, but he should be the tallest one out of all of them.
Yeah.
So, but that looks amazing. I absolutely want that. Every time I go into Walmart, or not Walmart, Target now, I'm like, well, I've got all the figures and, you know, I can buy it, but I just bought those Valaverse figures. So I'm going to wait another week on this. And even then, I might wait another week because I really want to order that turtle blimp, dude. Oh my gosh, I want that thing.
Hey, by the way, Ace,
Yeah,
when I went to Retro Blasting, they had the blimp in the box.
I've seen that in the box. It's too expensive for me, though. They have the reissue.
What they want for theirs is like, I think, $250.
Yeah, I don't want that. I've been offered it before with the box for way, way less, for like literally like $120 less than that. And I still said, no, I don't want to do that because I want to spend my money. Like if I go to a toy show, and we've said this before, if I go there with $100 and I spend 80 of it right off the bat on one item, I just fucking shot myself in the foot because maybe I'll see $80 worth of awesome stuff. So okay, this is how I do it. Unless I know, okay, next month, the guy that's going to be there, we'll use Turtle Blimp as an example. The guy that's going to be there next month, he's going to have that Turtle Blimp there. And he's going to have it for $80. I have a month to put $80 aside and then save up, or, you know, however much time I had beforehand, to set aside specifically $80 for that blimp, so that it doesn't run into the extra money that I want to use and spend on stuff that I don't expect to see there, right? So that's how I have to shop. Like the next toy show I go to, my friend Doug, I don't know what he has, but he says he has a tote full of original Ghostbuster toys. Great.
Ooh.
I can't wait to dig through it, but that also now is in the back of my head. That's going to be money that I already have to predict that I'm spending. And I hope that there's not somebody there with shit that I'm like, oh my God, I want this so bad. So there was actually a guy, he never got a hold of me, that was supposed to get a hold of me from the last toy show. He had a Toka and Razor 2-pack of figures. And he's like, if it doesn't sell, I'll get a hold of you. And I was kind of hoping it didn't sell, but apparently it did. But I never like to put myself in that position. What is that?
Vintage Transformer lot, Dinobot lot for $104 for 4 of them?
How do you go from G.I. Joe's, Valaverse, jump to Turtles, and then jump right to Transformers?
I've just been really into them lately. I don't know why.
No, I just mean this conversation. In the last 30 seconds, we have jumped from there to here to there.
Well, the one thing I'm looking for is in only the G1 is this bad boy, and it's Sunstreaker. I want a G1 Sunstreaker. This is what he looks like transformed.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, is there a G1, like the rarest of the rare? Like, does that make sense or no? How I'm trying to say that?
The only one that's the rarest one in the G1.
Stuff like that. That's always going to be like
that's always
an Optimus Prime and
What's up,
stuff
Rob?
like that.
My good friend Rob. Thank you again for the trade, man. That was a good trade. I can't wait till you get yours tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for sending me.
You find a G1 Jetfire in the box, that's thousands of dollars.
I want a G1 Jetfire, and I found one in the box, Joe, for $900.
Jetfire?
Yes.
That's crazy. I actually, like maybe 2 months ago, found it, bought it for $70, and smashed it and said, this is stupid.
Wow. Wow, you just literally made the whole Transformer community go, what?
Joe, I want you to clip that and use that as a short and be like, this guy right
That's going to be the short right now. I found it and I smashed it.
I think I will get a bunch of Transformer subscribers if you just leave no context to it, completely out of context, and just clip that and be like, this guy's on something.
Yeah, they would have to rage subscribe to you. Let's see what Ace tears up next.
You know what? There's probably definitely channels out there that do that, and there's viewers out there that look for that stuff. So who knows for real?
Absolutely positive about it.
Hey Kaz, look what I found on McCarty for $104 for a lot of G1 Dinobots. For $104.
This video is brought to you by Pepperidge Farms. Pepperidge Farms remembers when Transformers were cool. Milano cookies.
Yeah, you wouldn't see those in a day. I'll eat that whole box.
I'm gonna sit here and eat all of them. I don't give a fuck. All 15 of them are going right down in my tummy right now.
Pepperidge Farms, because you like the same cookies middle-aged women do.
These are so delicious. If you guys never had these ones, they are the coconut with coconut with white chocolate.
Ooh. Hey,
Those are the ones my girlfriend buys and hides from me.
You have the Rolling Thunder, the original Rolling Thunder.
Rightfully so, Joe. Rightfully so.
Nope, I don't.
Oh, that's pretty cool. This is
Because I will come in after a long day in the garage and tear me up some cookies.
I love these. These are my absolute favorite besides the milk chocolate ones.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Absolutely delicious.
Wow. I'm actually looking
Now that I'm
through
done
these. I gotta get.
What is up,
some
Rob?
more.
I know I threw your name up on the screen, but I just wanted to say, hello, what's happening? What's happening?
It's like I have been really like, if anybody here goes to any toy shows, I know Ace does, but I mean, if you come across a G1 Sunstreaker, please pick it up and I will trade you something really cool for it.
He'll trade you a toy without an arm.
No, I'll trade you for something really cool.
For a broken dick, G.I. Joe. I'm just playing.
I am
gonna
gonna
join and wait. His legs
Or how about
come out at the
no,
bottom.
no, here, no. Listen, look. This is an older school Jack Pacific, old school.
Akuma.
This is a really old one. This is not the new versions. These is like.
I had that one. I think it was either. This is either
never
the.
mind, it broke. It just broke.
You just broke it.
Man,
Oh.
because he's been in the like. Hold on, I can fix him. He's easy to
Trade
fix.
you that one. He is
the
going
one
to trade
he's
you
gonna
something with a
trade
broken arm. He's going to trade you something with a broken arm.
That's the one.
No, I can
Yup,
fix
he's
it.
showing
It's
it to
easy
you
to
right now.
fix.
So I don't know if that's the variant or if I had the variant, but I think that one is because he's in the gray, so that would be like the 2-player one.
Well, I'll try and fix the arm because
I had the Akuma where he was just in his brown gi and stuff like that. And he was a cool ass figure.
I have that one. But he's in pieces.
I wish I still had him because he was pretty sweet, but I don't have any of my Street Fighter figures anymore.
No, I mean, I could fix him, Ace. He's easy to fix.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen,
Look.
Hinderer, you were changing your name right here. Hinderer the Arm Collector.
There we go. Hey, I just seen DJ and Ron. I'm finally figuring out how to get to the chat without backing myself out. How's it going, guys?
What up, DJ?
The Broken Crotch with Kung Fu Grip.
You know, I have a few of those Kung Fu Grip ones.
Now, hey, Hinderer, you watched the I guess that would be considered the second Suicide Squad movie, right? The James Gunn one.
Yes.
Is your favorite character in that the detachable arm kid or whatever his name was? The guy where his arms come off. That had to be like, yeah, dude, his arms came off.
No, my favorite character in that whole movie was Killer Croc.
In the first one?
In the first one, and also in the second one was, well, of course, Harley Quinn. I liked her. And
No way, man. I tell you what. Weasel, both movies.
No,
Weasel?
okay.
Really?
Weasel wasn't in the first one.
Okay, how about
It was
this? How about this? Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man.
Oh, I
Polka
thought
Dot
it was in
Man.
the first one.
Who are you people? What are you talking about with all these weird, this is the best, this is, okay. fucking Polka Dot Man was just, man, Captain Boomerang. Okay, Captain Boomerang is the best. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are crazy. Kaz is probably Killer Croc. Killer Croc? I can't have this anymore. I'm never having any of you on this stream ever again. You guys are wild. You say things that are unpredictable. It's somewhat offensive at times. It's not agreeable communication. I don't like your opinions. It's insane. It's the wrestling show. I'm wild. We got to be in that energy. The Shark, dude. You almost had a King Shark. Yeah, he was pretty sweet. Speaking of King Shark, he was voiced by Sylvester Stallone. But I do think Weasel was really fun and silly in the second movie. My daughter enjoys him quite a bit. Killer Croc, I can't get behind that one at all. I can't even find one good... Nothing. I mean, I can't agree with that, Hinderer. I love you, but I can't agree with it. I just can't.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, probably my favorite of all time sets in the G.I. Joe Classifieds.
Don't sing. What was that?
A vamp.
Get rid of that vamp.
And with Clutchy Clutch. Yep, I love this thing forever. And I will hug it, I will love it, and I'll
call it pretty, and I'll whatever. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
All the vehicles are cool. The ones Joe finds are cool. The
You know,
ones, why is
one
my
thing
screen
about,
so small?
you know, the one thing about this whole
Did I just switch you guys?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a little bit of pull. Yeah.
How the
Wait, was
fuck
this
did I
thing?
just do that? I don't want to touch my screen. I don't know how the hell I just even did that.
You can long press one of them and then you can move them. I've done
Is that what I did then?
Yeah, it happens.
On your phone?
Oh,
Yeah.
no shit, dude. I can play musical fucking guests.
Yeah, there you
I didn't
go.
know you could do that.
Yeah, you
Joe,
can do
look
that.
at this.
Oh, look at me.
Oh.
Now I'm the big now. Hey, everybody, welcome to
Shut
Ace's
up.
Places.
Get out of here. Get out of my seat.
No, I ain't doing that. No.
Well, my
Oh, no,
screen
Ace
is
gonna have
super,
so much, Ace
super
is getting so
tiny
much
right
fun
now.
with this. Hey,
Maybe the
hey,
answer
what's
is
up,
a tablet.
TD Bar?
Nice
What's up,
big
man?
tablet.
TK Bar, what's up, man?
My daughter has her old tablet from school last year, but I don't know what I'd have to have an internet connection for it.
Yeah. Theodore
And
Cranston,
that was it.
Dichotomy Bar. How are you doing, sir?
That is super weird that it got small like that. And then
Bar.
that's crazy. I'm gonna move Joe one more time if I can.
Yeah.
You get back up there,
Whoa.
Joe. Get up there. With you and
Hey,
your
I'm
little...
with Kez.
Big
I'm
Bill.
with Kez.
There, now it's like you're at oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Hold on, Hinder.
Huh?
Now
Oh.
you're in like Bruce. You're in like Bruce's seat.
I get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, look at there.
Yeah. Andrew's the Bruce.
Is that better, Cass? So you don't have the words over your face?
I don't care. I don't care.
No,
I don't
you're
care.
being a diva. You were being a diva. I could tell it. I could tell. You're being a diva.
What's up,
But I
Pop the
mean,
Trunk?
now I got words on my hand. Okay, just
Oh
I
my
can point
God,
out the
Dr.
comments
Claw.
now. Right up in here,
Gotcha.
right there. Next time.
There, Dr. Claw. Now we can block out Hinder.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's
thank
a
you.
cool little thing. I didn't realize that was like a thing. That's cool.
Now you just push on it, hold on it for a second, and then you can switch them all around. That's kind of fun.
That's
Okay.
pretty neat. So now that's like a cool like thing to know, because if there's ever anybody like, let's say someone's in Kaz's screen and their face is popped up, but the live part is like blocking their face. Well, now I can switch them with somebody like, you know, Joe or Hinder or something like that. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, man. It's a cool little happy accident. What up, Pops? What is happening, dude?
What up, Pop?
What's
Pop,
up, Motor
Trump.
Viper?
Is Moto back?
No, I think I'm just scrolling through. I think I just never mind.
I'm gonna say Moto.
Moto
Oh,
Viper. Yes, yes,
gentlemen.
TK Bar. Yes, yes.
What?
TKT.
What do we got going on the rest of the night there, folks? Kaz, you got your live stream at 10?
Yeah.
I know Curtis is sending me that package. I think it's gonna arrive on Sunday. That's what he said, and also he told me he got me a Detroit Lions hat. So I'll be wearing that.
He's trying to convert everybody.
I'll wear it.
And well, Hinder, are you going live between now and Kaz's stream, or are you going live after?
No, I think not. Probably not tonight. I'm gonna hang out with
You're
Kaz.
not doing the after party tonight?
That depends. It depends, because I mean I'm going to GameStop tomorrow, so I have to get up early. So I may not. I don't know. Done.
And Joe, what do you get? What? Go ahead, and plug your show for Sunday.
Yeah. Prime pickups, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna have some great guests. Ace, Kaz, always. You guys absolutely, positively invited. We're gonna go over some AliExpress junk. Hinderer, you are invited as well, sir. Always good to see you whenever you
yes. Every
pop
time.
in.
I
Anybody
love
else in the
it.
chat who wants to chit chat in? Hey, you know.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. When I get done doing the interview with Kaz, I'm gonna do you, Joe, and then I'm gonna do Ace's Places, and then do a part 2 with Chad.
I like how Ace is last. I'm just playing.
Well, you know what? As he said that, I was thinking to myself, that's fine. Get your other interviews in first, because I'm going to be the one that gets you canceled. I'm going to be naked.
Whoa,
like an absolute moron.
You do know I can legitimately not even put you on. I can see you on there, and I'll be like, "Oh, nope, not today."
I'll be sitting here in a shirt, and I'll be, wait a minute, I got to get up and go get, and then you'll be like, oh my God. And that'll be like the interview.
You're gonna have tearaway pants and a thong.
That's right.
Look it
That's
up.
right.
Oh man.
You can do the welcome to the Ace Hole. I would like to ask you a question.
Right, and I can do it like Ace Ventura, where I'm literally turned around and talking with my butt cheeks.
Right.
And now you've been sucked into the Ace Hole. There you go. Hinderer, this interview is going to be amazing. I can't wait until maybe a year from now, after you book everybody else. This will be fun.
And the only thing is I'm only doing 30 people. So I'm trying to find as many people as I can, like with Chad, and also I'm doing one with Laser Pants pretty soon. And then I'm gonna see if I could do one with Sam the Newsman. I want to get to know him a little better. I want to do all the cool people.
He's got a hand up his ass, I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
TK.
Nothing but a puppet of the man.
Nothing but the man, nothing but the man.
Like that. I think that's cool.
I gotta find my devil puppet. I got a devil puppet.
Did TK
somewhere.
actually jump in, or was he just griping and then he's like, throw out the link? I don't care.
He's being a dingus. I threw it out there for him, but he's just being like, just a catfish in us. He's a catfish.
I understand.
So right now, the TKD bar that we know is just a name, but the image behind the name is like a big 600-pound Hispanic woman named Barcelona. And they're sitting there eating tortilla chips and hummus. That's the catfishing that we're being done by.
Oh,
so when we say
God.
TKD bar, we're actually speaking to a big, giant Hispanic woman.
Oh my gosh, almighty.
You know how we do over here. We got to have fun with it, you know. But I don't know, folks. I think that's going to wrap it up. 2.5 hours, a little over 2.5 hours. We did enough. We serviced the community. We gave back to the people. You know what? Actually, this is kind of funny. One of my new bosses today, they asked me, you know, like they're trying to do that. Let me get to know you kind of thing. So I'm one of these people. I spoke, Joe and I talked a little bit yesterday about how we are a little bit different with our approach to phone salesmen in the store. Joe veers away from them like they're, you know, the bubonic plague. I feed into them like, hey, I'm coming to get you. And then boom, I'm gone. They never see me again. So I like to play into people's expectations and throw them way the fuck off. So my boss, he's new, and he's like, so I kind of want to get to know you, and, you know, through conversations and just working with you and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, man. So I knew that was his plan. I knew that was his game plan. So as we're doing stuff, he comes up to me. He's like, so, like, what kind of stuff are you into outside of work and whatever? And I'm like, oh, really? You want to know? I'm like, I'm kind of into gang fights. Like, I'm part of a gang. Like, we do, like, you know, beat downs and shit like that. And he's just looking at me like, what? And I go, oh, it's not the type of gang you think it is. I go, I run with a bunch of old ladies in their scooters. We call ourselves the Hover Nows. Not the Hover Rounds, but the Hover Nows, because we're here to cause chaos and shit. I'm just going off. And he's just literally like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, man. I go, just last week, me and the old ladies, we went down to the local nursing home and tried to steal all their fig Newtons. Shit got fucking crazy, bro.
He's like, this dude's
He's like,
crazy.
there's no way you're serious. I'm like, if you're believing me, then yeah, I'm serious. But if you don't believe me, then no, I'm fucking joking, man. Like,
Like, yeah, me, Rose, Blanche, we all kick some ass.
right, the Golden Girls, we all going
Yeah,
down
those
there.
are funky.
So, but I never told him anything about who I am. I just left it as that's who I am. If you want questions and you want to know who I am, you're going to get responses like that. So let's just leave it as I'll get to know Ace when Ace wants to know me. And that's pretty much how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with work, like coworkers and bosses and shit, man. If your first thing that you say to me is like, what do you do outside of work? You're fishing for some sort of information, man. Like that's strange to me right off the bat when we've never had conversations before. And you're first, what do you like to do outside of work? Well, I like to beat the shit out of animals, but hey, I'm a pretty cool guy if you get to know me. Like, just, I don't know. It was strange. I don't really want my coworkers to, I hate the fact that some of them know I fucking do a YouTube thing. Like, I hate that. But it is what it is. Other than that, cheers, folks. I think we're gonna wrap it up and put a ribbon on it and call it a night. So unless anybody else got anything to say, Hinder, I know you just want to show off everything in the fucking world. Go ahead. What do you got, little boy? What do you got?
Hey, well, somebody did this where, you know, in the movie of, you know,
Oh, nice.
there's RC and Wheeljack. Well, they did a Generation
AI.
1 version.
They did AI.
And then there's the modern reboot, which I don't reboot, but I like
AI.
it. I know it's
That
AI, but it's so
RC
cool.
What do they call her, Joe, in the movie Alpha something?
RC. Talking about the
RC.
girl robot.
Oh.
RC.
You mean Alita
Alita?
1? You mean Alita 1?
That's what it is. Alita. There we go. That figure, Joe showed it off a while ago, is still available on AliExpress, and it looks like a pretty damn awesome figure. It's like less than $10.
Oh yeah, I need to get that one.
Man, every time I go on AliExpress, because you got me looking at Transformers, that one pops up immediately. So I'm always like, oh, so there she is.
Megatron's arm?
This I'm happy I got done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look at that. There's Cliff Jumper. Oh, never mind. It's not Cliff Jumper.
Well, for people that don't know, Joe and I were still doing a trade, and this is part of my trade.
My God, I wouldn't give this thing to my worst enemy. I do love it though. Just for sale, $5,000. Anybody wants to come up with the money?
That candy apple red.
What? It's been giving you a lot of shit lately. Parts going out.
Oh my god, dude! I just spent $350, which I'm lucky. $350 is cheap, nowadays.
Yeah.
Every time I go to start that damn car, it's got some kind of electrical issue. Sorry, I had to grab a pack of smokes. That's why I'm out there.
Oh, I was like, all right, he's showing off cars. We can transition to that for a few minutes. I don't give a damn.
No. I just had to get a pack of cigarettes.
As he coughs.
Yeah, cars are cool, but cars are a pain in the ass too. They always got something going on.
I tell you, I bought this one a few years ago, and it's like, I think I've driven it maybe 6 months out of the 3 years that I've owned it.
Yep, it's cool. It's cool. I love it. I like that kind of stuff too.
Before we go, I am, for any of us that partake in the 420 behavior, if we would like to do a little smoke session before we all, say goodbye till later on, I would like to do that.
I'm the only one that doesn't do it.
Yeah, Hinderer. Boo!
You got to get some new friends, Hinderer.
Right, we're bad influences, man. You don't want none of that.
You got to find you some new friends, Hinderer. Quality guys.
Toy collectors, they're dirty people, Hinderer.
We need
They're like new age hippies, man.
Shit, dude. I ain't washed my hair in probably a year, bro.
What hair?
What the fuck?
Ooh, good comeback, Hinderer. You getting good. Ooh, Hinderer.
What?
The fuck? All right, you know what, Hinderer? You just sealed the face. You just sealed the face of my child. You're in my wrestling match. When I see your little referee face on the screen, I'm gonna lay the smackdown on her because of you, brother.
Oh no!
Damn, Hinderer,
But
you
I
ain't
am
never
excited.
You
I
ain't
am
never
excited.
get out of wrestling figures.
I'm excited to go to the zoo tomorrow. I genuinely really look forward to that. Now it's nothing crazy.
We got a nice zoo here in Kansas City.
That's what I was gonna say. Because you've told me about the zoo. Ours, it's rinky-dink, but it's still cool. They've got like an emu that walks around the whole thing, like with people and stuff, and it interacts with everybody. They've got turtles that just walk around openly. There's like a baby kangaroo section. There used to be a baby kangaroo section where you can go in and hold the baby kangaroo and fucking call it, oi, shrimp on a kangaroo, or whatever the hell they say down there.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
That's what it is. A Barbie's on the shrimp, right? Whatever. Who cares?
And they're called prune, and they're actually called prongs in Australia.
Oi, get your thongs on the baby. Or what did you say? The fuck did you just say over there?
They're called prongs.
So that's pretty cool. They have a snake part where they used to have like a 10-foot, 15-foot boa that you could hold and put around you. I've done that before. Pretty cool. They got a baboon that's pretty aggressive. It'll bite your fingers off, so that'll be kind of fun if we get a finger bit off by a kid or something. Whatever. Some shit happens. So that'll be really sweet.
Here in ours, they just redid the whole pachyderm area. They've got 6 acres. They put in a humongous aquarium, and they opened up the giraffe feeding stadium, a little stand, so you can feed the giraffes.
Okay, that is already way bigger than the one when I do a video, you guys will see, like, it's not huge. It's a very linear path, but it's a super interactive zoo. So that's the appeal of it, is how interactive it is. But damn, a 6-acre one. I don't know how big this one is, but it ain't like that. They definitely don't have a fish aquarium or anything like that. So.
Oh my God, dude! I have walked this zoo. It's 5 miles.
Wow.
To walk the entire thing. You start out in the little polar bear, Antarctica, the seal show. You walk back, you're in Australia. Then you go to Africa. Then you come back up and around. Oh yeah, it's very cool. It's got like a 2 mile Serengeti where you can do the little sky swing over the top of it, and you got the big gazelles and the huge like water buffalo and all kinds of crap, rhinos, everything playing out there.
Damn, that's a legit zoo. Like, now I feel like I don't want to record where we're going to go tomorrow because it's going to look like a homeless shelter compared to that. Wow.
Yeah, look up the Swope, Kansas City, the Swope Park Zoo. It's pretty cool. It'd be worth a visit sometime.
Well, when I post my video of it at some point, keep your expectations low for anybody that watches it. Joe just overhyped the zoo, and mine is like, I hope there's something cool there tomorrow where I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, they got alligators, but they're not going to.
It's more like Captain Spaulding's Zoo.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, damn. Well, I'm still excited for our little rinky-dink time. And then there's also another spot near us, which is like a bird zoo. It's literally nothing but birds.
Ooh.
And they have one of those, I don't know, it's like a giant enclosure that you yourself can walk into. And it's filled with like 300 plus little like finches and shit like that. And you're literally swarmed by all these little birdies, and they all land on you, and they give you a stick with peanut butter and bird seed on it, and they just come and attack it. That's fun. I genuinely feel like a psychopath when I'm surrounded by all the birds, and I love it. But damn, rhinos? You got rhinos in Kansas City? That's crazy.
Oh, rhinos. We've got 6 elephants. I tease Zoe all the time because one of the elephants that we've had for years, her name is Zoe. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I named you after the elephant at the zoo.
Oh, jeez. Oh, great. Well, you know what? Then if it ever creates a traumatic thing for her, you can say, no, elephants have wisdom. They retain memories. They're very smart.
Supposedly.
Oh, yeah. Well, plus, whenever we go, I'll be like, hey, look, Zoe's taking a big, huge poo.
Oh. Great. All right. Well, there's no redirecting that trauma right there. Sorry, I tried.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a perfect note to end on about elephants pooping. I think that encapsulates everything that Aces Place 22 is. A big pile of, I don't want to say dog shit. I don't want to offend anybody.
It's even bigger. It's elephant.
We're elephant shit over here, okay? So that just covers everybody. This is a safe place. And I'm not going to say what Bruce says about Ace's Places because he's a silly man. And you know what? NASCAR races places. There we go. We snuck it in, Kaz.
Sounds good to me. Sounds better.
That's funny as hell. Hey, if you know, you know. The inside joke, it's funny as shit. And if you don't know, well, haha, you don't know.
You have to come up. You have to come over to the giraffe shit show.
You got to go to the giraffe shit show where the only thing higher than you is a giraffe ass.
That's right.
So there we go. Hey, check this out. We just watched that. We just watched that today after Judge Dredd.
Oh, no.
So not only do I have a Rick and Morty bong, but because thanks to Temu, I have an Aces Places bong.
Wow.
And
great.
thanks to Temu, I got an Aces Army lighter.
Now you got that Aces, whatever you want to call it, the grinder yet?
No, that's in the mail. That's on its way.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
That is on its way.
I was thinking about that the other day whenever I was using my scissors. I was like, Ace has to cut up his weed with scissors.
You're a dink, and I do. And that's what I was doing earlier. I have my skizzers right here. So my grinder's coming. Kaz, how does the logo hold up on it?
You need to get a hold of one of these. They're on Temu for like $6.
Yeah, that's what I just got, was one of those, and it's got my President Ace logo on it.
Wow.
I ordered that. I ordered Joe, remember that VCR you were showing off from AliExpress?
Oh yeah.
I ordered the VCR with like the little VHS tape, and 2 more of like those shelves I use for like the little action figures and stuff. So pretty cool stuff, and the grinder at the same time. So those will all be in, I don't know, next week, week and a half, whatever the hell it takes them to do. So
that is, I cannot wait to get moved over into that. I keep putting it off, not like weeks or months, but seasons. Well, in the spring, well, in the summer, well, in the fall.
yeah, and then it's going to get to the winter, and you're like, well, not this year.
Mhm.
I get you completely. So, all right, gentlemen, spark your engines, because it's NASCAR races places, and you got to spark your engines.
I just put mine out.
You just put yours out, you bum.
Cause y'all wasn't doing it.
Well, okay.
Yep, Andrew already had it. We already remember.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. I thank you very much for jumping in. And I'll see all of you guys over at Kaz's, whether it's in the chat or the stream or whatever. We'll all be over there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Because let me tell you why. It is Flex Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. Made it to another
Where
round.
all the bitches get wet.
That's what they say.
That's true.
Exactly what they say. Matter of fact, just because.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You gotta step out the shower.
There you go, fellas. We're going to play this before my outro. If you guys want to hang out and listen to it, you can. But once this is over, we're going to end the show. So I'm feeling some of Kaz's thunder, baby. Woo!
Thank you, man.
You're welcome, brother. I genuinely love this song. You know what? I'm going to spark up another one just because.
Come one, come all. The links up, everyone's accepted. I'm a casual ass dude that fucks with toy collected. And you are too. The concept's new that we're connected. Goddamn, this family's grew beyond any of our projections. Let's walk to the jukebox and pop in a quarter. Hear a tune from Kaz and Jesus, the not so heavenly father. Bud Light, lime, toast, and pine. Or maybe it's all good here. Not even the void dot control will bother.
After 12 o'clock, the show gon' really heat up. The Kelly to a chat, no judge, you know that we don't give a fuck. It don't matter what's brought up. Mine and run them up. Grab the tip, try to drop a buck. Got you going, that's what's up. Had to change up my life when I cut off all the nuts.
Ready for it?
Spreading my wings, heading for home base. Ain't had this much family since I was fucking with MySpace. I love every one of y'all, do it just because we all need a place.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
Hop out the shower, bend over, and spread them cheeks. Looking forward
Sorry,
to rump
sorry.
roast filled with
Sorry,
ham hocks and tenderloins, rubbed with sweet juicy squeeze. Open maggots, orifices to fill with summer sausage beef. Slash face,
Oh my
God. Black dots in it. Open Mary Poppins bag, find a hairy wet box in it. Welcome to the channel. You never know what you're gonna get. Staying and listening too long is a choice you'll always regret. Got Kaz, a toy collector with his 3D prints. Daring them fuck boys at Hasbro to send us cease and desist. You got Bruce Banner with his positive words. Always the
It's
diligent
so
one,
good. I love
offer
it. I don't
words
give
and
a shit.
encourage. With wings of an angel and a halo over my head. I pray for each one of you every night before I lay down my head. If you get too high or drunk, then Kaz is to blame. Welcome to the channel. Kaz.
All right. I love it. Kaz, thank you so much for joining me, brother. We'll see you over at your channel in an hour. Joe Prime 1986, as always, it's great to talk to you and collaborate on what we're doing. And Hinderer, as always, to you, thank you so much for joining. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ace in the Place, or Ace in the Place, Ace in the Hole Variety Show, and we are out of here.
It's the Casual Toy Chat.
Channels like Friday, yeah.
Welcome to my place.